Better lower the volume on the TV at full volume.
Hey, shut up. You two. Shut up for a second. Hello everyone, it's Remi-Chan, and I'm here joined by my two guest stars, as you would have seen in the thumbnail. Shut up. You two. Oops, shut up for a second.
That was very good, motherfucker.
And yeah, I've got Dwarfman say hello. Hi, Dwarfman.
Hi, Wolfman.
Dickhead. And Vice Demos. If you can stop chuckling, feel free to introduce yourself.
That. So, why everybody?
We got it, guys. We did it. Phoenix is having a good time.
Looks like Phoenix is having fun.
The incomparable Lilac is having a good old time.
Yeah.
Good.
And the Inviolate Yi, that one too. Wait,
God, yeah.
Not Inviolate.
What she does is great.
Yeah, also she does lots of fan art. And something else too. I forget what, because I'm a bad friend. Yeah.
Oh, you're turbo, Remi-Chan. You're turbo. Oh my gosh, I can't believe.
What did I do?
I'm actually kind of curious myself.
Why me? We don't need people saying things. Who am I kidding? They were gonna say things anyway. Hey, and me after all. I attract controversy. Just so Discord servers get rid of me because they're like, oh no, you're just gonna bring like hot messes to our plate every day. No fucking thanks. Get out, Remy. I'm like, oh.
Thank you very much for the compliment, Window Angel.
Oh yeah, right. What am I? Oh, I should probably. Yo, Fantasia, shut up. No, please. There we go. Right. Let me take a pre-stream off. My bad. Dear, oh dear. Oh look, I have one of the preload images on my desktop cause and it's funny. Alrighty, so it already says this in the thumbnail. So if you weren't aware, I'm gonna be today. Fuck, what am I doing today? Alright, I'm gonna be doing more optional events. Probably finishing off the Roly one. So yeah, let me just put this link in a few Discords. Make this everyone's problem. Haha. AM stream with friends. Time to make this stream everybody's problem. There is no escape.
No escape indeed. Maybe just gonna flex her own massive ego after all.
Uh-oh. Is my ego acting up again? I really don't know where it gets off being like that. Oh man. Just revealing this.
Great.
It's pretty good. I'm enjoying this. Alright, let me chop this in my Twitch. I mean, I'm gonna ping Selectra because of course I am. Who else? No one else is worthy. You're all nothing! All of you are nothing.
I'm feeling my aging getting reversed.
Yeah, just hang out with, like, actually none of us are young, I just act young. But yeah, my advice for feeling young is just hang out with people with a lot of energy. I mean, you have a huge energy too, Demos, so I wouldn't worry too much. you have big, I'm not even sure what your energy is, but it's a vibe and I love it. Anyway, let me drop this over in gaming streams, because that's the only place I feel like it would be welcome. More stream with funny,
Hello there, Mr. Ronald.
Oh hey, it's Ron. Hey Ron. Y'all don't know Ron. He's one of the people I met in this new RPG Maker server that I'm actually not banned from yet, and probably won't be because there's no people with sticks the size of Texas stuffed up their asses there. So yeah, hey Ron.
That's unperceived. Well,
yeah, Ron.
To find a forum where there's no banning.
Oh yeah, don't go to forums. It's just a Discord chat. I mean, I go to a couple forums. I go to Dolphy's here. Dolphy's is the admin of SavePoint, and I also go to HP Games.
Ah, that explains.
But yeah, They're very inactive, whereas this channel is like surprisingly active. Like usually, if RPG Maker servers aren't like completely like dead, they're just full of dickheads. But this one strikes a perfect balance, and I'm very glad I found it because it was just I can't remember how I got there. I just found it. I was like, oh yeah, I'll see how this goes. See how long I last. And I'm like, oh wait, I actually might be able to stick around here. This is really cool.
It's hard to find an active RPG Maker website. Anyway, I mean,
Yeah, there is no websites.
What's the time span between each release? I mean, do they
Yeah.
have something like every 3 years or something?
5 years, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, 5
Oh,
years
yeah.
is a fine gap. That gives people more than enough time to realize, okay, I like this engine, and I wonder if I'll buy the next engine. And then they see the next engine is MZ, and they're like, nah, because MZ sucks.
VX.
VX was also an abomination. Yeah, that was actually my first, so I'm a bit like rose tinted about it, but I'm not gonna pretend it was a good engine because the moment VXS came up, I'm like, yep,
Yes.
changing. Then the moment MV came out, I'm like,
Yes,
changing
yes.
again. And MV is where I've stayed because MV's good. It's got everything I
mean-
want and more.
I mean, I get the idea behind VX. Like, it's easy, fast to map.
Yeah,
the
they just went a
problem,
bit too
It's
extreme
too
in that direction.
fucking basic.
Yeah, that's the
the
problem. They
point-
went too hard in one
There
direction.
were a lot of lackings. Was very lackluster in the option you can add, so you have to integrate
I'll
lots of
Drop this thing,
scripts.
even though she's
and
already
bullshit
found
like
it.
that.
I actually had to write a script to reintroduce actor battlers. All they had was the enemy battlers. I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh no, that's
Oh
really,
my gosh.
that's pretty bad. Almost done. Like, oh god, this chat talks so much. I need to stop like looking at it. Alright.
Then,
Alright, I need to face
then
it there.
VX Ace was a
Cool, I'm done.
correction of
Ronald, you gotta
VX,
try
but
Fantasia. Seriously, you gotta try Fantasia.
Yeah, wait until demo 3 demos. Don't listen to Wolfie because demo 2 rewrite is kind of bad. Also I don't. Also, I know I haven't made this obvious to you, like Wolfman, but you've actually gotten like a pre. I mean, I could give demos this too, but it breaks after a while. You've got a like early demo 3 build. The demo 2 rewrite build is, I mean, it's fine, but I'm not as proud of it as I am with this recent build.
Well, I am going through.
but what build are you talking about?
The demo 2 build. Demo 2 rewrite, definitely is good. But the demo 3, oh right, sorry. The demo 3 build, it was basically the live beta weekend build. Unfortunately it kind of broke in places. And yeah, I think that's one Dolphin played, or maybe one a bit earlier that I made for his sake and Phoenix, because they were like, hey, I want to play this game now, and I'm like, alright, fine, here, have a demo build, I can make one up in like 5 hours. Yeah, I
She's
mean,
not kidding. I'll try to make a build in 5 hours.
yeah, and then wonder why, like, oh no, the game completely breaks just before just two frick.
Ouch. That
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
Where you run around like a crazy chimp screaming your head off, you need some sleep.
Yeah, I kind of worked in Overdrive for a few days and made like 50 maps in the span of a couple days, and it was like, bruh. On the upside, all the maps are done now, because I need a few left to do, and I just need inspiration, and I got inspiration, they're all done. And you've probably seen them already, and I've been adding flavor to them, as you've seen demos, because I'm pretty sure I showed you that last time we just did a private stream. Because, yeah. So now I'm working on more optional events. So this part's done, I don't need to do that anymore.
So many freaking events.
Yeah, I just zoom out and it gets worse. You just see how many. Because yeah, this ship goes through like multiple phases, and people have just been telling me, "Yo, dude, there's characters in here in this phase. Is that correct?" I'm like, "No, yeah, they should be there." So I've just added events, and keep in mind, several of these events have several pages because like not this one, but like say this one here is like one page with that one event and another page with that event. And yeah, I have to like double up events for different time periods. It's funny. Suffering. But yeah, got all these optional events and stuff, and there's even more. Oh yeah, right. I need to start doing that. Echoing. But yeah, so today I'm probably gonna finish off the roll event, which takes place in the turquoise sector. Here we go. God, you haven't seen this yet, Demos. Thankfully I'm up to the part with the spaceport. Unfortunately, this is the part where I don't have sprites, so I'll probably just have to use placeholders. Let me use it, because they gotta be like monkeys.
Heaven.
Yeah, Haven. Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's the planet with the Muktula jungle here.
Oh. So Limbo did join the party.
Yeah, it's for this event. It's for this optional event, because he's like, we're trying to track down Rolly because he's sleepwalking like a fat shit. And unfortunately, when he sleepwalks, it's like the
You fixed the
cataclysm
map, as I can
kind.
see.
Yeah, I fixed a few things and added more trees down here. And yeah, I've got the staircases back. It wasn't hard, I just like putting it off because I'm like, I don't feel like it right now. But then I suddenly did feel like it when I started making this event. Who saw that coming? So good. Oh yeah, Pepper's doing this funny thing where he spins around with his gun, and I'm honestly tempted to keep it because it looks so fucking funny.
No way.
And it's just like, bang! And Tristan's just like, idiot.
Oh my god.
I can already see her doing that.
Yeah, that's 100% just these
This
sort of
is the
things to do.
fucking Rambo of the bench.
Well,
Hey,
I
count
think-
your tits, Rambo.
She's like she's literally one of the most defined characters that you have.
Tristy, yeah, well, it's because I used my own backstory to define her, and then just added more tragedy to them out.
Tristy is the one with down to earth attitude.
Yeah, she's the one in the group that keeps everyone, like, basically is a reality check of the group. Similar to how Coco is for... Actually, Coco isn't entirely. She's a good reality check in some ways, getting her the reputation of being the buzzkill of the group. But Lilac does it sometimes too, because Lilac cares about her sisters and she doesn't want to see them all frazzled and stupid.
And Lumi puts off a persona to actually stage shipper because she already knows some stuff.
Yeah, she knows some stuff that she didn't want to know. Like, basically, oh hey, everyone you know is actually a fucking big bunch of numbers and they're not real amount. And so yeah, and then, also you're not real. Enjoy that existential fucking crisis, you dumb bitch. Hopscotch time. And yeah, so she's just like, oh no, now I have to suffer. Now I have to. That's why she's so attached to her sisters, because they're the only things that can make her really feel real. Anyway. So now I've got to move all these delinquents down and then make sure they get the delete. Which I'm not going to show how I'm going to make them do that. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why I'm playing the Mako edit of the battle theme for Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's because I fucking like the song and no other reason.
Okay,
it really doesn't suit the scene at all, but all I'm doing is adding some move routes.
Uematsu. He never screwed up.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright. And he's just gotten better and better as time's gone on. Alrighty. Okay, so I've got to set move route. Thankfully, it's really the tail because I put a 2 behind, in front of every single person who's important. So what I'll do is I'll just... Oh shit, I've got to work around terrain, huh? Let's see. So they'd be there, so just... 1, 2... Shit, how many tiles? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... I'll just make them water walk, screw it. Move down. 8 should be enough. Let's see, the whole screen is 18. I'll make them 2 more, screw it. They're already through. Okay, and transparent on.
I guess this is the only game that actually has Haven in it, per se, since Freaking
Nah,
menagerie.
Menagerie has it.
No, I was saying, just since menagerie.
Ah, yeah. No, like intelligence, you don't go to this planet or Postmodium. You see Postmodium a bit because it sends a letter to Tristy from Origin, but
Yeah.
that's it. That's all that really happens.
Yeah.
There. Okay. Pep. No, Pep 2. Pep 2. Oh, Pep Event. There we go. That one. This character is through. Yeah. Why does he have? Oh, right. I've got to change his walking anim. Or is the current sprite sheet he's using. Peppy Weppy. Yeah, walking please. There we go. And turn stepping. No, wait. No, stepping's never on. But I didn't have walking on, because that's dumb. It's not on. And through. Cool, okay. The others should have that stuff on by default. But I'll check after this. Okay, and I've also got to do that for Lilac and Coco too. So, oh yes, actually there's a change. Because they're currently in their stepping animation phase, we need to make them not do that.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Wait, what's... Oh, right, Coco too, that's right. My bad. No! There we go. Yep. I think these ones are ready to go. I'll just make sure they've got walking animation and through one. Yep, good. Okay, I did create. Oh, Limbo doesn't have through one. Bad Limbo. Well, now you do, because fuck you. Haha. Cool. Okay, so what we got here? Ah, yes, right. Makes sense. Where'd it go? Right. Number 3. Oh yeah, and I gotta do a new cell switch, just cell switch A, but yeah, cool. I'm gonna make sure only one of those is on white instead of all 6 or 5, sorry. Otherwise we're gonna have like each one go over each other time, so it's gonna be really slow, so screw that. Gotta also make sure their speeds are all basically maximum. They're gonna be like real. Yeah, see,
I'm always gonna call him a phone daddy from now on.
What happened? Yeah, no, he was actually, like, the first comment I got on Limbo, because Undertale wasn't around yet, so he couldn't be likened to fucking sand or bloody papyrus, is, oh man, that skeleton is pimping, he's just like pimp. And one of my other friends was like, "Give me sugar, daddy! Give me sugar, Skelly daddy!" And I'm like, "God damn it!"
That's brilliant. I love it.
I can't remember who that was now. It was funny though. It was very funny. Alright. Oh no, you're only normal speed? That's heresy, bitch. Get heresied on. Okay, fixed. Man, you guys are setting a bad example. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you're fast. Cool. Oh, chill. Okay. And, right, I'm gonna make a new event page here. The eating. Fuck. Oh. Okay, never mind, there I already turned off by looks, because I think that's what happens when you get... Bro, I'm fucking confused. It must be when you first talk to... Oh, I need to turn that switch on, do I? Maybe I did already. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool, well that makes it easy. Now I can actually access that point. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine, because Lilac blocks the path. Once he's out of the way, you can just move there as normal. Okay, now I need to make this scene in Spaceport 9. Okay, yeah, this very, very classy place. So yeah, basically there'd be like a couple guards knocked about. They'll be like, "Ow, why?" And they'd be like, okay, where'd he go? And he's just going up here. This is where they'll have the final bit. And, well, like, Tristy would be like, hey, trust me. And Pep's like, okay, yeah, whatever, I trust you. She just, blows them off and Pep lets go. And then the starship comes up, swoops them up, and just gets on its way, and Tristy goes to, yeah. So, I've got a few assets I have to get together here. One is basically just some more monkey people. Thankfully, I already have sprites for this. All I have to do is just make recolors, basically. Fantasia.
Oh god, Jibby and company.
Yeah, it's like these little bastards here. All I have to do is just take the sprites for them and make them a different color.
Yeah, I guess.
That should be it. That should be enough just for placeholders. Alright.
God, there they are.
So many projects at once.
Yeah, I'm kind of crazy. Just wait until I start working on bloody Seraphim and and Crowfeast as well. Crowfeast and Intelligence Multiverse are next on the chopping block, as in the next they're going to be made. Probably a weird metaphor to use. And then after that is Seraphim, which I'm looking very forward to making. I'm looking forward to making all of these, honestly. Alright. Okay, Havenians. Cool.
Well, let's hope that BJCR is not having too much trouble with Robin.
He's not up to her yet, but he will be, because he's working at cheetah speeds. Like, to give you an idea, he's
because I know that Robin is not gonna be easy to do, especially
well,
with
he's
the
just,
current
well, I just said, like, basically just use a fucking, like, Foul Hunter base, and, because he's already got one, he's made Zoltar already. So all he needs to do is just adjust the base to suit Robin's specifications, so it won't be too difficult for him. He's done harder. Believe me, the amount of shit I put this kid through, he shouldn't have too much issue. Speaking of him, I'll show you where he's up to. So, of course, he's already finished all the main stuff. So, it's been up to the optional content for a while.
Nice.
As it stands, all I've got left of the main story stuff is just 2 Zaramitzi portraits, 1 pose, 2 faces. All of the Zeltara and all the Lilith. Zeltara is 8 portraits with 4 different poses between, and Lilith is just 4 portraits with 2 different poses between. And then yeah, he's up to the so he hasn't sent me those yet, but he has finished them all. He sent me everything else on the main story. Anyway, here is what he's done in this disc. Madeleine, all those. 8 for Madeleine, 8 for Anathema, you know, Southern Soul Catcher with the stripy thigh highs. All the Space Pirate Monkeys, Fatty, Gerald, Sid Gung-Ho, Kylos, he's up to Kikyo. So he's doing well.
Nice.
He works at cheetah speeds. It's just a shame his internet's so fucking slow. He hasn't been able to send me anything lately. He's got internet back up, but it's so unstable currently, they're just not doing much. It'll probably get better as time, but yeah, until then, we're basically stuck.
But when he sends things to you, I guess he sent you via your Google documents.
No, he just puts them in the Google Drive. I've given it.
Google Drive, sorry.
Yeah, like this is all the files he's delivered here. Evidently,
Yeah, so
we've deleted
ages
older ones
to-
because
Okay.
to save him room.
So when it's taking time, it's just taking time for the Google to drive to synchronize everything he
Yeah, we've tried other methods as well, but this one is just honestly the easiest to work with. Because he's got to send a sci file. Like, he can't just use Imigo to upload it. It has to be a sci file.
But
And
I think Google Drive is the one that works better in that circumstance.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
like
And I do not want to imagine how difficult it would be to send some of these over Discord. I mean, we could try it, but I
not a
don't
good
think it
idea.
would work because I think their servers are a lot worse than Drives, which are basically built to be good for file hosting. And the good thing about putting them on the drive is it gives a like temporary backup in case anything goes wrong. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's synchronous to 50%. When the attack goes back, it's just gonna resume anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
Oh yeah, he was. You do make a good point, Phoenix. He was hanging out with hot dancing cat girls, and one that is quite literally lit. Because the Amberina, she's basically on fire.
Yuck, yuck,
Oh,
yuck.
Limbo.
Yeah, she's talking about
I mean, Bone Daddy.
Bone Daddy.
Limbo with the magic door. Gonna stay burned in my mind for the rest of my life. Just too awesome.
Oh
Yeah, you
god.
missed. Yeah.
You mean the Death Gate by Magic Door?
The magic door, I mean the the door part or the teleport door.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the Death Gate. Yeah.
It's
Is
just
this enough?
awesome. I love how it's animated. It's like a cartoon, man.
Yeah, it's actually 8 frames, I
It's
think.
unreal.
It's quite overdone probably, but it's fine.
It's very effective.
There we go. That will do. Oh, no, that's terrible. What am I doing? I might have to, like, leave the... what I'll do is I'll just select all the different fur colors. Hopefully he hasn't done these... Yeah, hopefully he hasn't mixed his colors with other parts. I mean, the tails are fine, because they're just basically a... Damn it, Pete. Oh, right, that's my fault for using threshold at all. My bad. Oh, no. It's not his fault. This is just what happens when you increase what was this before, like 32 by 32 sprites to be 48 by 48. So yeah, we won't be able to do that. So I'll just have to, I don't know, I could try inverting, but that's gonna look weird. Yeah, fuck that. Okay. What I'll do is I'll like make him a different color, like, you, and then just bring down the saturation. There we go. That looks fine. Cool, now we have Havanians. Now I need... Oh wait, I already have that, don't I? I've already made that. I can double check though. Where are we? Fantasia, please. Imig, no. Oh yeah, I was right here. Characters. Alright, so what's the starship? Starship. Systemic. This probably isn't going to be big enough. Nay. It's okay though, because I wanted to do a bit more of a flat-edged thing anyway. So all I need to do is just find the original, like, starship on its own. The HD version. Oops, sorry. I clipped my mic with my thumb. You guys probably didn't even hear it.
Nope.
Cool. Oh, I changed his music too. There we go. Alrighty. Where are we?
People make me laugh. Sorry.
Wait, crap. What
Yes,
puns did I make?
It's because someone was saying that was talking about the marketplace. Someone on Facebook just talk about the marketplace, about how people are fucking dumbass. Like my friend put an item for $50, and a dumbass tells him that, oh, I'm gonna pick it up tonight for $20 for $20. Like, what the fuck?
Like, bro, that's not how trading works. I'm not sure if you know this, but
But so many dumbass. And then another of his friend just told him next time, you know what? Bought your item to $200 instead.
yeah, that's
Just made me
that's
laugh.
just to spite him. It's like, yeah, I'll give you it for 20 if you had another zero in the end.
Best way to piss someone off.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, whatever he gets, he entirely fucking deserves.
Yeah.
Alright, where
If I use the
is...
marketplace and someone try to be like that, I'll just block this person
Yeah,
right away.
Like I
And
block
not,
NFTs silently or without warning.
yeah,
Not
exactly.
sorry, not silently.
I'm not
I
gonna
always
waste
I always like to show off
my
when I block
salary with that.
NFTs. But yeah. It's like, hey guys, guess what I just blocked? An NFT, and everyone's like, oh!
Bye bye.
He needs some milk! Because he sure as fuck isn't gonna get any from his mom. Ha! But yeah. Dear, dear. Fucking NFT cucks are stupid. I have no mercy. I don't care. It's like, you guys are just like facilitating an open-ended scam. Whatever you get is what you deserve, as far as I see it. What up with this Starship model? Why do man, I organize myself, and then I don't keep to my organization, and then shit like this happens where I can't even find the thing I made this organization to be able to easily find in the first place. It's fine. It's probably in here. Ah, here we go. This looks promising. Where? Here we go. This looks like it. Does this have... It does have them, but it's fine, because you won't even notice. Or I could just... Yeah, this will do.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, let's copy this.
Face.
What?
I mean, I've seen face on the, your starship.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at the design, it's just basically Sacred Blue's robes. But yeah, you have to kind of look at it down up. But yeah, notice how it's just Sacred Blue's robes. It's like the. Let me just grab the comparison image here. It's probably not making much sense. Portraits. Sacred Blue.
Where the eye of the goddess is actually her hood.
No, the eye of the goddess is actually what the thing over her navel. I'll show you what I mean. Sacred Blue, please. I know. Oh, what do you mean she's not in here? This is so dumb. I mean, there's that one, but we're not counting that. Bruh. I know I have Sacred Blue in here. Okay, fine. This is good. Here she is. So yeah, see how Sacred Blue's got like this navel window and these. It's hard to see this, so I think she's got a fucking dumb bitch. Yeah, here we go. So see how she's got like this window of a navel, these two streaks on the sides of her dress, and this. Yeah, this thing here that's barely obfuscating her crotch. That's actually the cockpit area, or this area here. Then these two things up here are the it's all representative of her garments. Except these parts. These parts are just stupid. But yeah, I need some more windows.
Yeah, that's
Looks
right.
Like
Sasha.
Yeah, I really worked hard on this design. And I was glad I did because it made making the new map for it. You know, the one with like a billion bloody events on it. It made it really easy to develop because I already knew the starship's layout on the back of my hand basically. And it's pretty straightforward. Anyway, close that now. What I was trying to do here was go to document, Fantasia, image, I'll just post it in here. And then work it out. So what I could do, what's it? I have to work out basic grid proportions and shit first. And how big it needs to be. Let's see how many tiles we have to work with. A lot, but I'd rather not make it too big because otherwise it'll be outside of the screen. It's viewport. Oh, what I could do is just move the screen up, I suppose. Well, let's figure out. Okay, so it's probably be as wide as this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. I'll make it about 14 tiles wide. So 14 times 40. Calculated time, huh? I mean, I could probably work it out, but it'd just be easier just to do it this way. 14. 560. Wait, seriously? Is that it?
14 times 40?
Yeah, 14 tiles by the amount of pixels they are each. Yeah, 560. Okay.
Yeah.
So 560, well, that's pretty big for a sprite, actually. Okay. Bruh! Chill. Gronk. Actually, I could make it bigger. I might make it bigger. So it, like, is Because we have... Yeah, I'll make it from here to over there. So that's about like... Yeah, I'll just make it 20 tiles. That's pretty easy to work out. Although I still gotta need calculators to be on the safe side. 20 times 40... Yeah, 800. That's what I thought. Alright. So, image... Oh yeah, I've got to scale it down. I've got to crop it too. So we don't have all this unneeded extra space. Image... Crop selection. Okay, then we'll go image, scale image, 800. And then what I'll do is I'll just add an extra, like, canvas size, just add an extra bit of this, an extra 14 frames or so, just so it actually has a sprite size that lines up with the 40 by 40 size. There we go. Okay, so now I've got to apply grid over it. So obviously I'm going to want to have some of this look like appear as if it's behind the glass that you should see. 40. Oh, actually I'd have to make this an uneven amount of tiles, so I'll make it 40 wider. 840. Reason for that is because it makes it easier to center, because the events, no matter how you set it up, events always center based on their event location. So if you have something that's even, it's just gonna put like the event in a middle section. It's gonna look weird. So it's easy to just do this. There we go. Now we have a tile padding both sides, which looks better anyway. Alrighty. So it depends how far up I want to have this. Like at least. Yeah, I'd say up to here, so 4, so I just need to grab this here.
I actually need to put it like in the background, like it was the ship just flying by. For a constant purpose.
Yeah, well, there's gonna be 2 versions of this. There's gonna be the version that just does fly by, but I also need to like be aware that it's gonna come up from underneath this dock here, or sort of. It's gonna like come out of stealth mode basically. But yeah,
So the dock is underneath the ship.
The dock is above the ship, but to make it above the ship, because it's tiles, I have to set up the ship to make it. The ship is above. The ship will actually be like in the event editor above it, so I have to make it so that it basically works out that way. Let's see. So
oh wait, no.
2.
That's true. The ship has a teleporter, which means when you're close to the ship says to pull you in or out.
That's not how the teleporter works. It's a beacon, and no, they just jump. So this kind of has to be close here. Well, that's what I meant. I meant to paste. You'll see.
By jump means that
they just jump onto the roof. Yeah.
Oh, there's a door on the roof.
Actually, no, they just stay on the roof until they get into space, and then they can just use the skylift, because, yeah, that's how it works. Okay, I'm not going to be able to have it rise like it comes from under the thing, but it's fine. I'll just do this. They just come out of stealth mode, and I'll just show them on the thing.
Because we could go on the back of the ship.
Something like that. Hang on, I should probably undo a few things.
Yeah, wow.
Just copy that and then redo everything. Or I can't. Cool, very cool. Okay, it's fine. Image. Now I've got to make this canvas like basically 3 times its width and 4 times its height. Reason for this being, to make it a valid character sheet. And so I can have a bit of a float animation on it, which would be fun. All layers. Dickhead. Cool. Then what I can do is just grab this layer beneath. Right, what I need to do just right now is change this grid layout to be... Okay, 8.
Sorry about that.
All good.
Alright. I actually have Kleenex next to me just in case.
Dear. one there. Okay, now. Bro, you good?
Là, ils ont pu en faisait.
Dear.
Ça peut revenir la mort. Oh my god, ça fait.
I'll look at your message in a second, Phoenix. I promise, I'm just busy. Alright, back to...
allergies. Oh, sorry about that. To hear about it, I mean... that sucks.
Yeah, I don't make it, like, I never point it out, I just figure people with enough, people like Coco will be like, oh, I see what they fucking did there, that's actually cool. Like, they made the ship, like, based on her dress design, that's so dope. And, yeah. A good little fun activity for all the Coco stands out there. And just basically the people who are like Coco.
That's weird coming from Coco, I mean... The naive one, wasn't Lumi?
Well, Coco's the one who was, like, lines up, like, icons and symbology and stuff. She's the one who has the web of conspiracy on the wall. That's what I mean.
Because
shit,
Lumi is so naive that if you say some bad word, she's gonna be, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like, she doesn't know what sex is, basically. And it's funny as fuck. It's a very funny gimmick. Haha.
Yeah. You're gonna say something like,
shit's not meant to do. No!
No, or you say the word penis and she's not gonna know what it is.
Penis, what's that? Yeah, no, she'd have no fucking idea. She'd be like, is that like a thing you used to draw snowflakes? It's like, no, that's a stylus, you idiot. How do I get into these conversations? Oh wait, I don't know why. I blame you. Everyone is at fault for this but me. But yeah.
I know I'm terrible.
No, it's fine. I'd have you know what. You're terrible and I'd have you no other way. If we're going to hell, we're definitely going together. That's a Tristy line, by the way.
Way to hell. Way to hell.
Well, I'd rather that than the Stairway to fucking Heaven. God, that song sucks dick. Personally, preference, I do not enjoy that song much. It's kind of lame. I might speak it like that. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Save. Oh. Wait, no, that wouldn't work, would it? No, it wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Just save it like that. It's fine.
That's correct, Queen of Angel. That's correct.
You can just call her Phoenix if you want. She's not gonna be offended. Never take it to the stuff I'm saying is important. Oh. Yeah. No, I was talking about like the Sasha thing, not the. I'm just ignoring the blowing nose endeavor. Cause it sounds like it's not my problem. Maybe you don't have to read it. I want to read the chat though, cause you're funny. And cool. Oh, focus on femme. Yeah, I will focus on my femdom, Haran. But thank you. No, I know what you mean. Rem's company is going to hell. They wouldn't be any fun. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm down with my hellbound solicitation, and all my friends are pretty much too. So Electra like posts like a gif of a demon being like, because yeah. I would rather.
Hell is much fun.
Hell sounds hell. I'm convinced hell's just a party, and the reason Christians like vilify it so much is because it's like, well, there's a couple of people there I don't like. I want to hang out with Satan. He sounds like kind of a douche canoe, but that's because they don't realize what cool people are like, and they're like the dickheads with their like heads stuck so far up their own asses they could create a museum basically. You know, kind of like those RPG Maker web dumb fucks, right? We'll never shut up about. Definitely no one to shut up, but yeah, that's the dealie. Alrighty, so let me see. Gotta figure out where this would be. Shit, this is gonna be fun. Why did I close it? It was so dumb. Because I need to do math. Math is hard. Alright, start shipping. Here we go. Okay, Grid
That
40.
is odd. I would understand if you were having some hard time with algebra. I mean, that's the shit you're gonna forget fast.
Yeah,
when
also
it's being
algebra,
long.
like, it's really easy to work out when you realize, oh, this is just how you use X and Y. I've done programming. I know how algebra is. It's nothing special. Like, I don't know why they had to spend a whole, like, at least in my school, they were just like, oh yeah, here's algebra class. It's like, bro, why do we have a whole class for this?
My
Just do
how many
maths.
grades?
Just include it in maths, man. Like, there's
I
no...
fucking gibber.
It's like, the only like, if I study algebra and get good grades in algebra, all it's going to entitle me for is like, basically teaching role to teach people a useless subject, which is algebra. It's like, there's no winning with that. It's just
My
like...
factor X is this number. My factor
1, 2,
Y is
3.
that number. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it's
Good best.
easy. It's just like, you know how you set X to 272 to make it like, oh, okay, yeah, that's X, and this is Y. So it happens a lot in just game design. I already had that shit down pat well before I had algebra class. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. You're devoting a whole...
There's something different from algebra, like the damage calculator. Users attack versus defenders defense.
Yeah, all that kind of
with
stuff.
some
Like, yeah.
mathematical stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
basically just algebra. Like, they say, oh yeah, I'll teach you how to do real-life solutions, but it's like, bro, I already know how to do these because I don't have a, like, my brain the size of a fucking peanut. Like, I'm pretty sure most kids can work out that they're going to be able to attach values to things and that they'll be able to find easy ways to attach those said values to things. This was in high school. I don't even expect it to be a part of the curriculum anymore. Like, I expect that, like, you just teach that in, like, year 2 or year 1. Because that's not difficult to comprehend or put together, especially not if you're logically minded. Even if you're creatively minded, you can just add, and it's like, you do it all the time. It's just it's just showing you, oh yeah, you do this all the time, by the way.
You don't even have
this
to
is
be
definitely
good at algebra to understand the damage calculation.
Yeah,
Once
exactly.
You know how it works.
I know, and
You
it's
don't
just
need
like,
algebra.
yeah, like, I have more trouble with my timetables than I do with algebra. Not timetables, maths tables. Or times tables, yeah, that's it.
Oh.
It is times tables, yeah,
Oh,
because
doing
times...
things by heart. Yeah.
Yeah, I know most of them by heart now, but I struggle on the 7s and the 9s, yeah, 7s and 9s, and the 12s, those fuck me. Yeah, 7s, 9s, and
7
they
square,
sometimes fuck me.
49.
Like
8
7
square, 64. 9 square, 81.
Yeah, the squares are the
10
easy part.
100.
Bro, the squares are the easy part.
122.
But like 7 times
12
9
square,
is like...
144. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
7 times 9 or like 9 times 12, those ones can mess me up because like, fuck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what you mean, like...
Yeah, it's like,
56
yeah,
or
I haven't
something.
gotten all of them down pat, but I got most of them. Because like, you never use 7s in fucking programming, you never use, well, not unless you're an idiot, you never use like 7s or 9s in programming. Use 12s, but generally you're not going to be using a 12 with a 7, it's just, there's no reason to use 7s or 9s in programming. You should always be going for either a square number, or
There's
or
a stupid company that use 7
bit
quite
number.
a lot.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
343 Studio.
Yeah, but that company's fucking stupid. I don't even know what company you're talking about, but I'm just gonna say off the bat, if you're using 7s like as a programming hard count, then you're fucking stupid, because everything should be either square or a multiple of 2. You should never be using an odd number in programming. Except 5, except maybe with the exception of 5. But yeah, like...
It's just that they're obsessive with this number 7 because John 170.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean,
like that's a number. That's a number
100,
gimmick. That's not
17.
maths.
I mean, what? It's just funny.
I mean, dude, you're a part of the 7th heaven. Like we have a thing for 7s
so
too.
Everything hello. There's number 7 everywhere. No matter what.
Yeah,
It's
but
funny.
here's the thing. Like
Makes me
that's
laugh.
fine. I'm talking about logic, like and working like stuff out in game dev situations, not like story focused things or just like gimmicks. Like we have 314, they have 7. It's like that. Yeah. Like
You know-
I'd never use
you know,
314 in
that's-
a legit calculation, but I sure as fuck I'm gonna use it because it's
I mean-
it's the date we became anything from nothing.
The hell of death. Since they use 7, What makes you think they don't use 7 in the
Calculations,
in the
because
programming?
it's an absolutely stupid number to use in programming. Because it's like, in programming you have 1-bit,
I won't be
2-bit,
surprised if
4-bit,
they did.
8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit. You might notice something.
Because-
First, these are all square numbers. Second, they're all even numbers. You never use odd
Because-
numbers, especially not 7s and 9s, because they're so hard to factor into things. Because they're not quite an 8 and not quite a 6. 5,
they're
at
not
least
cut.
it's just a half 10, so 5 gets used sometimes. But 7 is a half 14, which is just like, bruh. Like, and 9 is a half 16. There's no reason to ever use those, because they just don't come up in the bit ratio at all. So it's just pointless. That's why I'm saying like outside of 720 like P, but that's like a weird thing with how widescreen was adapted, because it just, and that's like a 7. That's still an even number. It's 720. You might, if the number ends in 7, then there's a problem. Like even in like RPG makers, like retarded formats, they at least stick to the even number rule. They don't stick to the square number because they have like,
number 7 is the
brains like
lucky number,
chimpanzees.
but not so much.
Yeah, well, like I said, as a thematical thing, 7 is a great number. I use 7 for 7th heaven because that's what we are. By the way, you're both in the 7th heaven now. I hope you know that. Dolphin, you're the seat of fuck, I forget. And you're the Waking Winter, Rose Demos. Welcome. Yeah, because that's concept artist seat. So I just need one more, probably a programmer, because fuck. Thankfully, with this new server I'm in, I'm liable to get one. I haven't opened. Man, speaking of 7th Heaven, there's like an event starting, according to my phone, called Heaven. Oh yeah, right, Heaven on High. Yo, shut up. Alright, sorry about that. Just my phone. Oh yeah, making sure Adam's cute. Stupid idiot. Alright, so what am I doing? Right, trying to work out this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's gotta be here. Also, I forgot to name this correctly, and also put it in the right folder, haha.
Sorry.
Oh, good. There we go, Starship. Parallax, I guess. Starship Planetary, there we go. I mean, it's gonna be a bit not to scale, but I don't fucking care. If I did this to scale, it'd be ridiculous. Alright, characters, there we go.
Oh god, imagine the detail work you'd actually put on it if you actually did do it to scale.
No thanks. It would just be bigger than this map. Actually, no, it wouldn't. Actually, it's really, because like you see these windows. Yeah, that's meant to be a floor, so it would actually be about like what it is now. But then you have characters who are walking like, yeah, it's just, you can't do this stuff to scale. It's just unrealistic goal. So I'm just doing it to a point where it looks big enough to be good, but like not so big that it's hard to see what's actually going on. Alright, where's my... Let me change this music too. Oh, dude. Alrighty, where are we? It's one of these. Starship. Starship Planetary, there it is. Stepping animation, walking animation off, direction fix on. And that would be the, yep, one with the...
So many things they need to fix in RPG Maker.
You're not wrong.
I mean, the animation with the, the traps, like the spikes that go out of the ground. I mean, when you put it on parallel process, I mean, when the spikes are getting out, I'm expecting the spike to teleport you back.
Yes.
And making damage, but it does freaking nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Alright, let me turn this music off so I don't have two music tracks playing at once. That's stupid. Alright.
Seriously.
Yeah, having two tracks of music going, one from Final Fantasy VII Remake and one from like my game doesn't really go well. Wait, am I doing this right? Yeah, I am. Yeah, there we are. Perfect. So here's the event. Yeah, this will be your first time seeing it, Demos. Granted, you won't have the sound, but it's fine.
Final Fantasy been milled to death anyway.
Yeah.
My opinion.
But I can voice it, so it's fine. That's all we need, really. Trying to press the right button. There we go. Okay. Hang on, let me note out of that for a second. I got to
No, Phoenix. That's not what I mean.
Oh yeah,
What I
Phoenix,
mean
you
by
get to
that-
see this now.
I mean, there's the event characters, like the spikes. You have the owls, and when you animate the owls, then the spike get it out. I mean, if your character is above it, even if you put it in parallel process or event contact, when the spikes get it out, it does nothing to your characters.
Yeah, you have to set it to actually like flash the screen red, and you have to event that basically. You can't just expect it to
Try
work
to
with
do
it.
that, but it just doesn't work to make it like you stay too long on the place that's dangerous, so therefore you should
Yeah,
get damage.
Yeah, what I do is I just apply damage, knock the player back one square, usually with a jump or a step backwards, with the weight. Oh, sorry, with a skip if cannot move, and basically
Because I want them to do something funny, like, okay, you're coming from the south, and you must go to the north, but you have to be careful because the spikes are getting up, down, up, down. But if you fail, the spike is gonna spike your ass, and you're gonna go back, and you see your characters flying.
yeah, you can do that. Oh,
But-
the balloon thing? Yeah, that would take a bit of work. You could do it, but there's plenty of alternatives. Like, you can just have it,
But the
like, them
problem-
jump and go, like, whew, into the wall or something.
Yeah, that's doable. That's doable. But the problem, the spikes. Even if you stop moving and the spike is getting up, even if you put some events, it does nothing to you.
Yeah, you basically have to use,
Some
Like
kind of a special plugin.
no, you just have to, like, specify a switch for when the spike is able to do damage. And then, have a condition branch for when it switches on, and then also have it check the X and Y value of the player versus the X and Y value of the spikes. Of course, you'd have to do this for every different set of spikes. Yeah, you have to do that for every different set of spikes. The best way would be to just get the script I use, which just basically lets you do a batch of things and just say, hey, if they get hit by this, knock them back one.
I
Yeah,
mean,
just basically,
there
just make them
there
all a
was
batch.
a plugin to use the region number. If the region number is, okay,
Yeah,
the
but
spike is
that
up
only makes it
and
floor. That only makes it into floor damage. I don't think you can turn those region numbers off. Unless, oh, you mean a plugin to turn? Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. If the switch is up and your foot is on a, no matter what, if you're immobile.
Yeah,
and
the
you're on
problem with
platform,
the problem with
then-
plugins that do event values like that is they tend to not give you much flexibility on what happens after the damage is done, which is a bit gay. That's the problem with regions. You basically either have to just Same with floor damage. I never use floor damage because floor damage is fucking stupid and pointless.
But I know to put a position X, Y, and Z when you
There's no Z.
entered one of the room. Okay, not Z, but
Yeah, we're in 2D,
let's say
not
there's
3D.
X, Y,
Yeah.
and then you select. Okay, that's the you just create the spot where you're gonna teleport when not teleport, but the place that you're gonna make your character fly when you use the jump command to fly to this position. That's it.
Yeah, here's the thing, you've got to set that differently for each pad, because otherwise you're going to have them get into out-of-bounds areas too. So yeah, have fun with that one. Spike trap rooms are tough in RPG Maker. They're not easy, because RPG Maker wasn't actually really built with puzzles in mind, they were just built with generic shit-ass RPGs in mind, and anything more creative than that, you kind of have to
it's
put work
way
into.
too basic. When you seen some RPG games that existed before RPG Maker,
That still do this shit
these
better,
old
and
games
yeah.
add more
But
option than
here's
what
the thing.
RPG Maker offers.
But here's the thing, most of those games were made with engines that were notoriously difficult to work with. Whereas RPG Maker is very accessible, so they do have to make some
Simple.
compromises here and there. And
To
you
the
can still
point that
do
you
the
can
thing.
do
You can do a lot.
Dragon Quest game easily, but
Well,
that's
yeah,
not-
trying to do anything on that scale was hard because that was made by a AAA studio, not a fucking, like, you know, bedroom developer. That's kind of, like, I'm surprised the amount of stuff I've managed to do, and I'm just, like, a developer with a small team.
Nah, there's no
Like, AAA studio, AAA, you should never be comparing yourself to AAA, even if it's old AAA, before, you know, AAA scene really became the monstrosity it is today. Because
Oh, no,
AAA
no,
has
fuck AAA.
money. AAA has money. Lots of it to throw at shit. The only indie game
And-
back in that era you're speaking about, like where Chrono Cross and Trigger and all that came out, those were essentially all AAA because they were basically had the money to ship games out everywhere. The only indie dev was basically Zon, who just was basically like, oh yeah, I just made this in my bedroom. And he just would go to cons and hand them out, and people would be like, oh yeah, I'll give it a look. And it got really popular. That game was Toho.
There were some indie games that were good in the old time. I mean, I tried a Mac game the long in the past. I mean, was made by 4 people, not their fault, but it was not bad for a team of 4 people in the university. I don't know if you heard of Mac a Macintosh game, or I mean a Mac game, known as Mantra.
No, I never heard of it. By the way, I'm trying to show you a scene, so we can drop this conversation till later, I hope.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of
Alright.
like, yeah. Sorry, man, I just, like, we're gonna be
All of a
talking all
sudden-
day if
all
we
of a
start on
sudden-
this.
Yeah, all of a sudden, the watchers are actually imitating Rolly. Snore.
Yeah. So, yeah, Roller's just been a sleepy boy.
Yeah.
The green one
This
sleeps
is,
and walks as one, but he wake before doom comes. Looks like someone's sleeping on the job again. Snore.
Who's gonna get fired?
Uh-oh. The thing about Rolly is while he's pure and innocent, he is also hungry all the time. When he sleeps, his gluttony shows a destructive unawareness that borders on the terrifying.
He's levitating while sleeping. That's impressive.
Yeah. Well, he's a cartoon. Okay, the snoring sleepy beagles walking around may seem harmless, but his mid-sleep hunger has a side which borders the terrifying. Help him wake up. Might want to wake up, sleepyhead. There's a gravity well just overhead, you know. Hate to break it to you, but if Lummox was that easy to wake, he wouldn't have near brought us to a doomsday scenario through his sleepy sojourns.
Bone
This is
I used to have some bone jokes, but I forgot what it meant.
yeah, leave it till later. This is no laughing matter, I'm afraid. Rolly's a pure being, but that purity combined with his hunger has a terrifying side as well. Ah, living earthquake incoming. Should we be concerned? Not right yet. On this starship, he's functionally harmless. He's one of the weakest power levels, and virtually everyone here who isn't dead already overpowers him by leagues. So far, so good. And suddenly, everything is terrible. The good news is that because he has done this before, I got him microchipped. Moctillo Jungle, Plant Haven. We must get there immediately. While he poses little threat to that ecosystem, many residences live close by. There'll be no time to lose. Yes, we will have to make your own way there. We will do what we can to immediately defuse the situation by using our personal teleporters. Hey, wait! Hang on, I got an idea. Grab onto me somewhere, quickly. Hey, Limbo, welcome to my, Limbo! Man, that must get confusing, huh? Gets a bit confusing, that eye, but how will this help? Keep your grip and you'll see. And then the Genova theme fucking pops in. Only Phoenix is gonna get this joke, but yeah, that's fucking weird. It'd be dangerous to do that more than you need. Yours truly do hope you'll not be making a habit of that. No promises. Well, for now, we should see if we can track down our green getaway. Given the greenery of this place, I can see why it may have attracted him. God damn it, this jungle is probably spilling over with poisonous things. We should all split up and meet back at Renzori Tower to the north. We can cover more ground that way. Roger that. Let's find our grotto-gotten fellow. Yeah, okay, Pep, just vanish. Just vanish flex on me. I see how it is. Whoops, I've not found much beyond the usual order of a jungle so far. Plains are fine, but rainforests can go choke on their own filthed out ecosystems.
Some amazing green spinach.
Spoken like a city girl. Was about to say. Oh, shut your face. Interesting. The forest is bequeathed to a history of billions of years, yet civilization roars just nearby. There's more to this jungle than meets the eye. Of this much, I am certain. Yeah. Yeah, nothing. Seems the deployment pads aren't active when we're not on the same planet our starship orbits. How inconveniently convenient, somehow. What's up? Hey, let's go talk to Limbo.
Yeah, I think someone is waiting for it.
We're waiting. I'm saving the best to last.
Okay.
So many crawlers around. I should be used to it by now, but alas, ever shackled am I to my disgust of small six-legged critters. Spoken like a true city skeleton. Alas, you have me pegged, for what you say is true. Honestly, all this life is such a cake a hike. Remind me to sterilize this planet once we achieve our goals. Chill, Uncle Brain. What did all the nightmarishly prehistoric bugs ever do to you? They existed, therefore they must die. That'd be the seventh rule I know, alright? Oh yeah, Limbo, what else I got to say? Bitch. Bitch! These swamp gases make my sinuses block up. You don't even have sinuses. You're a skeleton, dude. Alright, here we go. There he is. Look at him spin. Spin, spin, spin. Where's Demos? Look. Guys!
Oh gosh.
He spins us right round, baby, right round. Yeah.
Oh no.
Look what I have begun. All according to Kakaku. Translators note Kakaku means plan. Alright. Who gave you a gun? That can only end terribly. That's my secret. He's been using that since before our adventure ever began.
Watch out for Pep. He's gonna fucking barf.
Yelling dumb shit like taste mine fury or suck on this sunshine like he's a character from a bloody action film. You're making that up! Hey, what happened? Why did he disappear? That shouldn't have happened. Did I not talk to someone? I talked to... Bruh, I'm confused. Did I sequence break it? That one's done. Talk to Coco, yeah. Talk to Tristy, don't I? Yeah, talk to Tristy. Bruh! Alright, so I got all 5? Wait, is that... Alright, hang on. Something's happened. Thankfully, it's something I can fix with a bit of debugging. What's going on here? Thou sayest what is the problem. Okay, clues. Did I set 6 or something? The fuck? Okay, hang on. I've done something stupid.
You said something to 7.
No, it's just I definitely set to 5. There's something else going on. Look to the jungle, please. Not that far up. Jesus Christ. What's likely happened is yeah, there's a problem. I've set it to A when he's done his flavor dialogue, and then of course this one switched to A, and I've made an A switch, not realizing, oh shit, I've doubled up on A switches. Easy mistake to make.
Forest Castle.
That's a tower, but yeah. It's a Rensui tower.
My apologies.
Yeah, that's very thin for a castle.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll skip through all this since we did all this already. W key. And yeah, I made it.
There's going to be a fucking bus inside.
Oh, there might be. We'll see. It'd probably mean unlocking this place first, though. Alright, so now I gotta talk to all these clowns again. Yep. Yes. Oops. I'm glad they all have an A event, so it doesn't, like... Shush. So yeah, everyone you talk to turns a variable up, clues. And once you turn that up to 5 from 0, because it resets, so I've used the clue switch before, it basically, activates this, well... Here we go, yay, it worked! Pep, why are you facing that way? Whatever. Any luck? None.
Like
I was able to quickly
really-
identify what looked poisonous, but no true marks were found. The way he carries himself around means if he has been through here, it wasn't where I searched. Yes, truly was similarly shortchanged on findings. Same. Honestly, I was just keeping an eye out if anything worrisome came around, and if it did, I'd just shoot it with my gun. It wasn't a complete waste of time, I swear! You're actually the worst. Am I the only one who's impressed by that? On the upside, Lumi's smiling beside herself, Giddy, so may we assume you found something? Ding ding ding! We have a winner! Footprints headed south towards that crazy-looking city.
Who won the chicken diner?
What? Towards
Oops,
Spaceport
sorry.
9. Oh no! And Spaceport 9 is what exactly? Oh, only the most popular city on this entire planet! How made you know it so well, Peppy? What do you think I was doing in the time between now and our last adventure? Exploring, visiting worlds and junk, so this one was a bit of a favourite. I know the lay rather well. I will inform Sacred Blue of our whereabouts. I dare hope they haven't begun to worry. But the disappearance of the Angels of Hope will definitely cause problems. The rest of you go on ahead to Spaceport 9 while I find a way to make contact. I will join you before long. Sorry, Demos, what was that?
No, I just said, quite understandable because Phoenix said that she might watch this again tomorrow because of her phone screen is very small.
Yeah, no worries. That's fine, Phoenix. Roger that.
Yep.
I mean, we're almost done
yeah.
anyway, with what I've gotten done. Godspeed, trustworthy heroine. Yeah, they all run down. Now I run down. And now, because they're not blocking the fucking path anymore, I can go down here. Please. And now I can see if that starship... the event isn't there yet, I just need to check if the starship looks correct. Fuck! It's a tile too low. Yeah, it's a tile too high.
Like if they saw a phantom or something.
It's just one tile too high. I
Oh.
can fix that. That's a very easy fix to make. I go to Spaceport 9 and I move this down. Literally one. Boom. Done. Fixed. 2 seconds. Alright. What I might do is actually save it here. With the intention fully to replace the save later because it's just... yeah. It's a stupid save. Yeah.
Oh.
Let me change this music too. Even though like Phoenix has probably stopped watching. But I want
Nope.
to change the music.
Uh-oh.
What's that sound? I can't imagine it's anything dangerous. Oh, it's a vacuum cleaner, that's fun. Alrighty, Spaceport 9, here we go. Bruh. I'm so fucking dumb. Yeah, so you
It's a vacuum
see this
cleaner.
here? Everything was correct. Everything is correct. Oh, I need to move those tables. Because that looks weird. So everything
That's
everything is correct except this little bit here, but that's easy enough to fix. Oh, and that bit. Frick! So dumb. It's alright, I still have an opening gimp, don't I?
Almost done.
I don't.
Oh my
I
God.
see you there,
Just-
Lilac. You're alive. Yes, that's true.
Bro, can you chill? I just want to... Alright.
Were they like that?
It's in
It would be
characters now.
weird to hear Lilac speaking in the same fashion as GLaDOS. It would be
This may
weird
be
as
our
hell.
only chance to talk.
Looks like my
Angry?
sister
I'm
are
not
doing
angry.
something really stupid.
Yeah. Before you watch me die. Dear. Gloriously
Such a classic.
Seriously, I actually called her Lilac here rather than actually calling her Phoenix.
Yeah,
You
to be
know
fair,
what?
people do that with my mum as well. Because they just hear her voice and like, oh my god, dude, your mum's voice is so hard. I'm like, I know, right? And so now she gets called Sfoley more than she actually gets called mum. in like any public capacity anyway. Shit, I did that wrong.
Right?
That's a classic. You can't go wrong with GLaDOS. Indeed, Phoenix.
Yeah, true.
I
Very
love
true.
GLaDOS.
GLaDOS is a very
At the
well
first
written
of the
character.
game, she was super antagonistic, and then you start to learn who she truly is, and then she becomes a precious ally. to the
And
end.
then like Wheatley, who was like originally your cool bud, is now like a cunt because he's Wheatley. I mean, he was British. We should have
because-
expected he'd betray us. That's what they always do.
Phoenix, I call her Swolly as well. I call her Swolly as well.
Yeah, Phoenix calls us Folly.
Yeah, which
Because
means
no one, I haven't
dumbass.
I haven't actually told anyone her real name. I mean, I put it in the voice actor credits, but I mean,
Yeah.
I mostly refer to her as Mother Unit in like public capacity because she's got a bit of a, she doesn't like she doesn't like public attention much. All right, let's see if they'll just automatically
It'd be
update.
great if you actually get her to actually go through and
Yes.
say that she's. Be great if you actually get her to actually say that she's the mistress of cats. The one section.
Oh god, I'll see what I can do. I'll just see if I can get her to like voice her parts in that scene. I'll just do the rest. Okay, so I've got to get rid of these tables. It's a shame because they add a bit of ambience, but it makes sense. That would makes no sense for them to be there. It's not like this is a diner or anything. Alright, bye tables. You were fun while you lasted, but now you don't last anymore because you're dead. Okay, let's see how this looks. Honestly, I'm beginning to think that there might be too transparent, the part that goes under the thing.
They might actually have to actually make like a section of the ship underneath the glass.
You mean like I can't because the glass is a tile set. So, and like if I want to make it like I could make the glass an event. Actually, that would probably be the smarter idea.
Nice.
But it looks alright now, and because it's the ship is below characters, the characters walking on top of it, as it should be. And then like when the event happens, it comes up and you got all the characters up here, just like doop doop hanging out. But yeah, and it actually floats a bit, and because I've just made it in the sprite that automatically updates, it just it looks good. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Just working on it like Jesus, but a middle.
Yeah, it's working on like Jesus, but I'm not a huge fucking pussy bitch. Speaking of sass mistresses, am I right?
True.
Oh dear. Alright, well while I'm here, because we're not doing this event, because I've got nothing more to show for that event yet. Alright, I have to load
that
it.
city is very lovely. I love how you made the buildings.
Yeah, I like basically I learned a lot when shit. I just loaded the same save. I didn't want to load again. Stupid. Speaking of cities, I got a few of those now. I'll just go around and show them off because fuck it. This is what my streams usually come down to anyway. Fuck it. Let's just let me just flex my cool maps, I guess. Oh yeah, this place is wild. Technomancer's Interweave. But yeah, this city is pretty cool too. I think I showed you this one, I can't remember. This is the inevitable city. You can walk around like the skyscraper tops and stuff using these like overhangs
seen
and stuff.
this before.
Yeah, probably. You've seen most of this before. I was surprised when you were making comments about Starport because it was like one of the ones I got done early. It's like one of the first like major maps I finished when I was doing the like 50. Whereas all this stuff is brand new. Like that. All this stuff is. But it might be because these are brand new, and maybe I didn't show you the other ones. Anyway, let me go somewhere else. Let's go to Haven actually, where we just were. Wait, I'm going the opposite. I'm going the exact opposite direction. Yeah, we won't be going much longer. Just basically like flexing at this point because I don't feel like working. It's Sunday.
I love the fact that the ship is now moving on diagonally.
Yeah, no, I added 8 directional movement. Thanks to Electra for that one. Though I must admit the final story was that fucking Tech-like map. As I said in my video, this fucking map! Alright, so yeah, I'll go spaceport. Let's go Michelangelo because it's the central hub of everything. Like Rensui Tower's up that way. I'm not going to explore that because that's a whole mess of stuff. Also, it's very dark, so it's hard to find your way. Probably going to add like a torch that you can use to go in there later. I don't know. But yeah, over here is the Temple of Storms, which I think is probably one of the coolest maps I've ever made. It's you got a lot of stuff going on. Lots of wildlife. It's hard to see because of the purple filter, and most of the plants are purplish pink.
My gosh, so many things.
Yeah, I
On
really
one
want to make it
planet.
feel like, yeah. So yeah, this is
The
just
toxic
five locations.
swamps, the forest, the tower.
Yeah, a
advanced
lot of planets are like that. Like, let me go to let's go to Zirkov because Zirkov's cool.
And this.
Ew. And yeah, these are all planets I've finished recently. Because I just didn't do the turquoise sector at all for the beta builds. I'm like, alright, I'll just leave that until after the weekend. Because there's no real need to do it, because I wasn't going to be able to finish the role event, which I'm now working on before then. So I just went with like what I had to do for the other events. Alright, let's go drifting archipelago because it sort of serves as a central hub. So I like this area. It's got like, this is basically Zirkov. It appeared in Menagerie too. Not in intelligence because yeah, basically the planet really went to an intelligence was in the turquoise sector was the gaseous. Oh, by the way, the Wolfman. Funny fact. Arctic Clash is gonna be the one of the worlds we go to in Disc 3. The world which where the story for intelligence basically comes to a close, where the 314th clash happens.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's gonna be cool.
They're gonna make some
Recreate that again.
floor.
Alright, so that's one area. It's a fragmented woodlands. Should probably put a bit more effort into that, but I just need something quick because I was making the event for it. Oh yeah, I want to see this. This is pretty cool. This is a sanctum. This isn't actually one you can teleport to, but it takes you up to the shadow blackened moon. So, funny fact, Zirkov actually has 2 moons, but the second one is hidden by shadow. That's this moon. This is Zaramitzi's moon, basically. It's hard to see when you're on the surface, but yeah, it's invisible. Pretty much, anyway. Alright, there's more to see there, but those are the most impressive mounts. Alright, I'll show you Nadine, because it has a lot of different, like, areas as well. Unfortunately, unlike these planets I've been going to, they're not, like, shit, that's what I meant. They're not able to be, like, moved between easily. Because they're all in, like, different regions, because Nadine's a pretty big planet.
Alright, time for me to go. Sorry, guys.
Oh, good.
All right.
Fix to you next time, guys. Take
Yep,
care.
see you around.
Peace.
Alright. So, now it's just the 2 of us again, huh? And whoever else is in the chat. Stream chat.
And that would be the incomparable Phoenix.
I thought you were gonna leave. I mean, I don't mind if you're still around. But yeah, yeah. Alright, so, well, now I'm done showing Rose demo stuff, I can actually get to stuff I haven't really shown anyone else yet. Which, isn't much, but I think there's something. What did I work on? God, I've just been going nuts with stuff. Let me think. God, did I show you? I mean, you would have seen it, Wolfman, because you were closely following my progress. But you can actually visit the pink zone. It's a pretty small area. And there's basically just some cloud nymphs around there chilling.
Seriously, I've been freaking Menagerie. I keep going to the pink sun just to mess with the cocoon. I said, don't touch it.
Yeah, Blue's like, I said don't touch it!
Yeah, I know. I love that.
The energy on this cloud nymph is insane. I bet you I can eat this cake so fast it'll shock you. So what do you want to bet? I'll bet you 2 Slytherins. Seems it will soon be time for me to head back home. Still, what an enchanting view to bring back with me. Yeah, I just like hang out here sometimes. Whoa, I've never seen some of these books. Must be some pretty dope new stories to read in here. What is good? Oh yeah, this one up here. What a beautiful sight. I only wish I brought my fake order with me. Which is like a camcorder, but for fairies. Definitely didn't make that up on the spot in like 2 seconds. Allow me to play you a haunting refrain, or perhaps an obey to you. For bringing us all so much hope. Alright, yeah, because we're the Angels of Hope. I keep forgetting we're famous.
Where is Tinkle?
Tinkle's on the other planet.
Ah.
Check it out. I made an orb of arcane energy, derived from the very fabric of the pink sun. What does it do? Nothing, really. Just sits there and looks pretty. Okay. Very, very good. Very good. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, dear, oh dear. As I said to, I'm not sure who I said it to, but I basically said, the worlds are waiting on the surfaces of suns might surprise you. Oh yeah, so this was, I mean, you guys already know this, but this was the map that basically was like, yeah, okay, maybe I should add 8-directional movement. Because, yeah, holy fuck. Moving, yeah, moving through these, it was like, if you do it through 4-directional, it's like, dip, 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 dip. It's just like, bruh. So you end up shifting it, it still takes ages. And then you get on, it's like, oh, why? But then you just with directionals, and it's so much easier. So yeah, 8-directional was basically, this world was the catalyst for, and along with Celestia just being like, hey, can we have 8 directionals? That was the catalyst for this world getting 8, well, for just for 8 directionals being a thing. Oh dear, oh dear. Oink. Yeah. And as you all know, I've been adding life to various planets. Oh yeah, and I don't think...
Great, you just became Yusandre.
What?
You've just been adding life to the planets.
Ah, yes, well, I'll just give you Sundray credit. Life, mum. No, she's currently busy, sleeping like a fat shit over in Haven. And that's, like, not even a joke.
Nope.
Chubby Sundray, I can't wait till PJ gets to drawing her. That's gonna be fun. No, you, go away. And I think my favorite sector so far is the Amethyst one. There's a lot of really strong going. Like a lot of these are one shots, like this one and this one. But the planets that aren't are just mwah.
Okay, I just pictured PJ drawing Yasandre in PJs to sleep.
No, she doesn't really go fit. That would be cute as fuck though, but I didn't think of it.
You can use it.
I mean, I can always like just get him to do that for Seraphim, since Yasandre will probably be a dateable character. And I'm sure some people wouldn't mind. Cause Yasandre definitely has mummy energy. I mean, she is Mother Nature, so it kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah, it kind of makes sense, yeah.
Like all the like gods make, well, with the exception of like Sapphire, based off like real life mythical beings like Grim and Bubbles. Obviously, he's the Grim Reaper. Fucking Saradas is basically Satan. Galdas is like God or Jesus, whichever. And then like who else? Sundray is Mother Nature. Blue is like Vishnu. Or like one of the like gods of intelligence. I don't know which one. For some reason I always think of Vishnu, but I'm not sure it's even a god.
It's a Hindu god.
Yeah, I thought so. And if I remember, he was pretty smart.
Shiva, Surya, and Vishnu. It was their trilogy.
Yeah.
Trinity, I mean.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's basically like that thing. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I based them more off the Dragonflights in like World of Warcraft, which yes is probably poor taste, but back then it wasn't. Back then Warcraft actually had decent lore. And it just sort of like, oh well, I guess I'll just make this lore not shit then. And it was like, yeah, the leaders of each Dragonflight were basically they were even called aspects, for fuck's sake. Yeah, the dragon aspect. So you had, but for them there were only 5. There was life, earth, which is basically Sapphire. Life is Isandre. I'm not gonna name the ones in World of Warcraft by name. There was magic, which just became the Spellweaver Sacred Blue. There was no light. There was time, which didn't really get an aspect, but that's like Saradas' shtick. And then there was what was there? Let's see, life, magic, time, earth. Oh, no, life was long. Oh, and dreaming. Oh, that was weird because it was like 2 that did life. It was like the Ruby Dragonflight, which were like actual life aspect, but then there was like the Emerald Dragonflight, who were also life aspecty, but they were more dream related. It was like Blizzard just didn't know what the fuck they were doing. So I was like, yeah, I'll just make those 1. Because yeah. So yeah, like I pulled Seradoth and Galdath basically from their own thing. The Earth one basically became Saphiel, Magic came. So there's only 3 I pulled from that. I mean, hell, Yasandre's name is even based off of one of the dragons in the game called like Yasandre without the A. Yasandre. If I search Yasandre like this, all that will come up is the Dragon of Nightmare from World of Warcraft. Yeah. So Yasandre will be you. And yeah, she's basically a dragon. That's how she looked in the game, in her human form anyway. Which doesn't look very much anything like Yasandre, but that's fine, because I do not have a very good opinion of this model. And that's mostly just because most of the models in WoW look like shit. And that's her, like, dragon form there. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick with BJ's.
Yeah, PJ's is better. So yeah, that's basically where that name comes from. Blue was actually like based on one of my first WoW characters. That name, which was basically called Blue Clover, and the not Blue Clover, sorry, Blue Ivy. It's my very first mage in World of Warcraft, and she's still there. She's just called Blue Clover now, and yeah, and she like one of the things I always wanted with her was a blue hood, and thankfully they have a like Azure Silk hood, which is like level 24 white item that I wore for ages. And yeah, so that was and she was a mage, so I just was like, okay, you know, I'll just stock the E and Ivy and just make the Spellweaver blue. And I felt that made sense at the time. Saphiel was actually, that's name is actually changed. I just gave it an angelic twist to it. Originally, he was Saphir Cat. Very, very old character of mine, and not actually born from a toy this time. Because like Pepper and Rolly, as some of you probably already know, is based off old toys from my youth. I still have Rolly, as probably everyone knows. But Pep was a small clay figurine with a really big cheesy grin. Unfortunately, I have no idea what the figurine is. Probably broke or I threw it out or something. But I remembered his character, and that was actually where I came up with his voice. So yeah, and it just got better as time went on. Because before it used to sound really weird. Because let me see. There's a lot about him because he is a bit grounded in my stupid history. Yeah, so this was the first time I drew him. He's basically got this like you can see how this little cat became of part by part the being he is now. I mean, he still has that cat like look to him. Saphiel, please. Saphiel, lad. Please boot it. There we go.
Yeah, this is before he found his father drinking red cordial, apparently.
Yeah, so this is Saphiel, how he looks these days. Still very much the same, got the same sort of eyes and stuff, and now he's just got the spooky hood. And he got that hood very early on, like this was him back when I drew, yeah, not that. Oh, I have another picture up, there we go. Yeah, this is like my first MS Paint drawing of him, where it wasn't just like this. So he didn't have his ears, but I just assumed that would be in the hood. And then he got the wings as well, which became a bit more developed as time went on. Now he's got these, like, things. So, yeah, that's the origin of that character. For Blue's appearance, I had no idea what I was doing. At first, Blue was just like a small, like, trace of a female gnome in World of Warcraft, because that was her inspiration, so... But then I realized, wait, maybe tracing from characters is a bad idea. And I'm like, hey, Z, guess what? Actually, no, that came later. So basically, where's the old versions of her? I probably deleted it out of shame. No, there she is. There's the old Blue. There's what Blue used to look like, and there's her with her stupid hood on. Very bad, because it's by old MS Paint shit, which is cursed. But yeah, then I redrew her into this. And this I don't like either, because she's got the anorexia really bad, and it was drawn from an early stage before I knew what I was doing. I'm like, hey Z, make this, but like, not shit. And she's like, okay. And she came to me with this, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's Blue. But then she turned to second Blue, so this kind of ended up being pointless, but I can use it for intelligence in the future, so that's cool. This will be the reference I give PJCR for when he does the portraits for Blue and intelligence, because he's only done second Blue so far. He has never drawn Blue in her base form. And yeah, this is really cool. So yeah, Z did a good job on that. And yeah, as you know, she now became second Blue after Nurgo, her dipshit father, was like, hey, I'm going to fuse with you so I can do what you won't. And yeah, that thing happened. And I used her in the album art as well. Where is that? Do I have that picture anywhere else? Or is that only in that thing now? It's probably just called Mercies Off the Table or something. There it is. No, not that. Here we go. Yes, that... No, that's not it. Right, alright. Intelligence, please. I just want to see what this... I just want to see what this looked like. Yeah, if one thing's for certain, I'm certainly lacking it. Album art. Okay, here it is. Oh, it's called Sisters Virtue now, that's right. That's why I couldn't find it. So yeah, oh wait, no, that's that one. Mercies Off the Table. There it is. So yeah, that was just the album I made, basically using Z's art and adding some effects to it in Photoshop. That's when Blue was had enough. And yeah, that was how Yusandre used to look at it. That's how Yusandre looked in one iteration that Z did. But then I'm like, no, those boots are a bit gay. And I wasn't a huge fan of the like wrist straps and stuff either, so I went with so I started just concepting her anew. This was her, but yeah, and like I said, she came from a long background of. She also used to be a gnome. I'm just putting Yusandre here. Since we're on the history of the aspects. Please, bruh, I did that wrong, didn't I? Oh no, I'm just looking in one particular folder. That's what's not showing up.
Phoenix, agreed.
What?
Oh, she types in so pretty.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, most of my characters have a pretty long backstory that dates them back several years. So yeah, this is Yusandre today, but she wasn't always like this. Let me elaborate. Once thing decides to work. Oh dear, I forgot there's a few lewd images of this girl. Oh dear.
Oops.
Oops. Oh yes, this was the first. This was like, I mean, obviously there's others. So this was her when I redesigned her from being again a stupid little gnome like here. Yeah, that was how she used to look. One point I think she had more green stuff on. Yeah, and that was where also stupid hood and the Y on the chest. But yeah, then I was like, you know what, this makes sense. So I made her this leafy gal. And that was basically the design I kept with. Then I see to redo her, and she came up with this thing here, which looked fine, but like I said, the shoes were a bit gay. And I wanted something with a bit more dramatic flair. So I went ham and did. It wasn't the one that you know now. It was the first one that developed that kind of a thing. Where I saw it earlier. The face sets for Hellcat. It was before this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, then I developed these ones for Hellcat Born Again. Where the hand's super awkward and bad, but, you know, this was old MS Paint shit, so it's forgiven. And yeah, that's where she got her pigtails. I didn't keep the final tail because that made no sense and it was stupid. I don't like it. And her outfit was quite different, but that is where she got her scarf. So I combined that with the thing, and I'm like, okay, PJ, just mix these two, and yeah. Actually, wait, there was another one. Oh god, that smell looks weird. Let me see if I can find that little stupid drawing I did way back in the day. That's your Sandra Chubb. Trying to avoid all these like lewd arts. Yeah, it's not in that row, so I can just get that out of memory. It should be here somewhere. Just did some line art where I'm like, hey, this actually looks like the character I want Sandra to be. And I showed it to PJ, I'm like, just follow these colors and go with the basic gist. And he did very well. Oh yeah, that's my cosplay for her. We don't gotta talk about that. Oh, this was another design I did for her, which I never ended up sticking with because I didn't like it. Where is... Bruh, can I find it, please? I might have actually gotten rid of it, because it was only for... Or it might just... I think these were just the different faces I did for something. Yeah, these were the different faces of this one I did. Wild. So these are all the... Very smart, snarky. Alright, anyway, I can't find the transitional phase, but I did have one, I promise. It may not even be in this folder, it might be in old stuff. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, Yasandre grew from a lot of change. Asperia too. So most of you probably know this already, but Asperia in the old Perseverance used to look basically like a weird hooded girl. Asperia, where is it? She's gone through a few changes too, because I've had different artists approach her and be like, I want to try this. So, here's what she used to look like. Very vague. And it was because I was intending to build on her character more as time went on. So that was her, original Dark Sarah form way back in the day. Then Z was like, hey, I want to draw this character, but make her, like, actually a character. And she drew this puppy, which was like, oh, holy shit, that is hot, bro. And so I decided, you know what, I'll try giving her a bit more stuff. So that's when she got the runes on her legs. And, yeah, the ponytail didn't actually come in for a while. Because in the original build, she had her hair out, which is why... God, jumping around folders so much. Which is why in this really good traditional drawing I did of her, if I can find it, spare. Yeah, which is why in this traditional drawing of her, which is one of my best traditional pieces to date, she has her hair out, and it's like, yeah, and that's just because that was when I first drew, like, the spell circle abbey in a very basic stage on her hand, and a couple of the leg runes, which would later become many more. And that's when I added the soul catcher icon to the nape. So yeah, that was basically when I started really having fun with the character. And then she went through a couple of designs, which I approved, because I'm like, hey, these actually look cool. And they still capture the essence of the character, so, right, fuck it. So let me go back to these. So Z came up with this one, which was actually really cool, but just not that. Now please get one that doesn't have the eyes missing, because these were made for cinematics. That's what looks weird. So I got a few different, like, this one was by Aku. Who was not the best drawer, but she did some good work. And where are we? Okay, spirits. God, there's so many files with this character. This was this chibi one. I still love this, like, way too much. This chibi one that I think it was Aku who made this one too. Yeah, it's perfect. No, wait, no, that was Bella. That was Bella, because she's got Bella's outfit on. I'm so bad. So this was the one that Z came up with. Can you stop having the empty eyes, please? I want to see the actual character, you bitch. There we go. So yeah, this was a very complex version of Asperia, which we ended up scrapping, because it was just too much work for both us writers and our artists. And this was the version that our Bella came up with, who was an artist who worked with me for a time. She had a lot of similarities. She just had a bit of a different outfit. So yeah, that was mega cute. Shit. So if I've got that under, I better check that actually. Spirit. Shit. Track 50. PFC OST. The last night wasn't you. That's the one. Let me see who I credit for this, because if it's our crew, I need to change that. Because that's definitely Arabella's work. Should have been obvious. It just looks like something a crew would do. Oh, I do have Arabella. Cool. Okay, that's good then. Wow, I'm actually on top of things. That's a relief. Oh, I was worried I'd miscredited someone. I hate the idea of doing that. Man, like, I don't get plagiarists at all. Oh yeah, we did a few versions of her. She's gone through so many changes. This was me drawing her in MS Paint, which wasn't the best. So yeah, it changed from louds to fools. It was like, after them, you fools! And that's actually, yeah. That was, this actually used to be a human body. Nowadays, it's been retconned. This was actually Sarah, which was her childhood friend. Yeah, this was her childhood friend, who was actually also her mother, but she was back as a guardian angel. This was back when I couldn't draw
yes, her backstory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, yeah, just, here's the full image I did. Jeez, I really have the salad fingers going on these days. A lot wrong with these images, but they're very old. I think these were actually drawn with, like, the... Actually, no, that must have been Psy. Yeah, I was done with the Psy line tools, because I wasn't comfortable with the tablet yet. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, holy crap, she's been through a lot. This was her, like... at one point she had, like, these weird harp... No, she didn't. That's actually just normal feet, aren't they? Yeah. This is an older version of her. Very bad. As you can see, this was when I very first started, like, doing art. In, like, Psy Paint tool. So, very bad. But, yeah. Oh, this image is by Aku, which really well captures her personality. Aku really likes the character. Which is why there's, like, so many bloody images of her being drawn by Aku. And so yeah, I can't remember which order these came in, because the PFC era was crazy. And then eventually I'm like, alright, see, I just want to go with the original design we had, with the hood down and the ponytail. So yeah, we went with this, which was what she became in PFC officially. Yeah, crazy. Another character, freaking... Yeah, Anathema used to be quite different to how she is now. Thankfully, she only went through, like, one major change, or maybe two major changes, because there was a bit of a, like... Yeah, she was sort of one of the soul catchers. So, as you know, this is the Anathema of today, which is just... this. But usually with more of a grin than that. But, yeah, she went through quite a few concepts. That's Sperry's Anathema. I just want Anathema back in the day. Nope. Oh, God. Why am I doing this to myself? So this was her and Hellcat here. So she kind of, like, stole a bit of Kira's outfit. And, yeah. The only thing that really stuck with her was those green eyes. Because I always wanted to have a bit of a green fix on her. This was how she used to look back in Menagerie. Which, yeah, she didn't look quite as happy as Asperia did. So, yeah, she just looked angry. But yeah, so evidently that was changed, and over time I tried all these different things, including just recolors of Asperia to get a basic idea of. So yeah, again, the only thing that really stayed from this was her red eyes,
Someone cannot wait for Seraphim.
Yeah, yeah, because yes, originally, like, the plot is she did actually go Seraphim for a bit, but then she went back, and she's like, yeah, I'm not doing that again, and so she just stuck as this highly powerful soul catcher. Because yeah, like with going back from because you can recede if you don't drink enough souls quickly enough in Dark Souls. If you let lapse for even a moment, it basically is like, oh crap, I'm back to, and it feels horrible. You feel like yeah, and it's like there's a lot of just stuff attached to it. She's like, yeah, I'll just stay as soul catcher, thanks. Aspara's the only one who really worked at it. Beyond characters who haven't yet, because yeah, I haven't made the plot of Seraphim yet. But obviously, Nashibi is gonna go that far.
Phoenix, I agree,
What?
and so is Lilac.
Yeah, I do like Aspera. I mean, she was my waifu for a very long time. Because I just didn't have any other fucking waifus. I mean, Fiori was my waifu before her, but Fiori was never really my type. Until she became my type, until I just made her my type, but we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, like Aspera was just like all my kinks into a character, basically. And then she sort of became a really deep and big character because of PFC.
Seriously, because of all of the backstory for her and everything.
Yeah, and like you can actually do most of that backstory firsthand. There's a lot in some in Menagerie. There's basically most of it in PFC. There's more that's just written in articles and stuff, but most of that's pretty much you can just glean from basic stuff in the games anyway.
That and character development of how she becomes after the fact.
Yeah. Like she grows as a character. Whereas Fiore sort of like ungrows. Like she's really cool by the end of Menagerie. But then she grows, but not in the way people were expecting. She becomes like a lot more villainous and unhinged and just, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Fuck you if you don't like it. What are you gonna do? I'm too powerful for you, bitch. And honestly, Fiore's always kind of been that way. She just didn't have the powers to act on it before. So yeah, she's always been a devious sort who just like, has wanted to do what she wanted to do, but she couldn't because she had stuffy elves raising her. And yeah, she's always been a bit cray-cray. And now that she's free to be cray-cray, she's as cray-cray as she wants, basically. The only people she really respects in the universe is her mother, Sacra Blue, and Asperia. The rest of them are basically just...
Phoenix, do you want them listed alphabetically or chronologically, all those problems? Because it'll take all week anyway.
Yeah, she has problems, alright.
God.
I mean, it's mummy issues, basically. I definitely can't relate, because my mum has always never made any issues, but, yeah. Well, no, here's the thing. Fiery doesn't see herself as sick, but, she definitely would murder. Like, if someone tried to make her get therapy, she'd be like, yeah, alright, just for you.
I was thinking the same
And then
thing
she'd
about
just murder the
Chloe.
therapist.
I was thinking the same thing about Chloe. Of course, she'd seduce the therapist first.
Yeah, she should use the therapist first, kill them, and then be like, haha, them out. After having a bit of a time for herself. I'm not going to go further into that segment because I'm live on YouTube, but I'm convinced by this point YouTube's just like, yeah, that one's a lost cause, don't even go there. Like, her fans are all like weird, like closet, like not in closet anymore, just degenerate weeaboos. Just don't. I think more likely though, they just don't know I exist, which is fine by me, because it means I can break rules and not be punished for it, haha. It's very... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Chloe's pretty dope.
Yeah. She's a trip. Oh god.
I've really come around to enjoy riding her, because she is terrifying, in a way. Terrifying, but super beautiful too. Like, that's that fucking scene, on Xenonia, where she and Naniana are making an alliance. That's a good example of just... Chloe has a terrifying side. Like, she acts all playful, but she just wants to eat most of the time. She's very hungry, or thirsty, as they often discuss in that particular room. I mean, where are we? But Chloe is thirsty. Oh, that's right. That's actually she's going to Phil, so she's very happy right now. Giggles more. She's holding up there. Oh god. Yeah. Fucking hell. God, Chloe. She was just a character that Z came up with, and I was like, I like this character. I mean, I like all the like. I was just like, hey Z. I mean, I had some basic ideas for them, but I'm like, hey Z, since you're good at making sexy girls, I'm just gonna let you have these three. And I'm like, just make sure that one of them is like barely protected by a piece of cloth, like a piece of cloth wrapped around her. That's the lot. And she's like, okay. What I didn't expect was this like burn victim character that would become like one of my most favorite like fucking characters to write
Yeah.
because of the one because she's like got a she's a girl with duality and I stand that, and also she's very cute and sexy, and also like she's
I
very
love the way
very
it all
very
of a
fun to
sudden-
write because of the third and first person switcheroo.
I love the way it all of a sudden experience that someone is going to get punished, and all of a sudden there comes this comment from her. It's like, oh, I'm really worried now.
Yeah, you mean when like they're in the Naxi's lounge and like
Yeah.
yeah, Chloe's gonna be. I will have to punish them severely, and Chloe's like, Chloe just felt her knees weaken. So cute. Oh, I'm just gonna go through those again, cause fuck it. Where am I? Wow, I forgot how many saves I have. Oh wow, this is actually about right.
Oh, hey. Take a look at the YouTube chat. Very random butterfly. Is that supposed to be the voice of Sacre Blue?
Yeah, that's the voice of Sacre Blue.
Oh, damn!
Yeah, hey, Butterfly.
Hey!
I did post it in that chat, see if anyone else wanted to join. And yeah, we're still, oh yeah. Shut the fuck up. But yeah. My lady and mad laddie.
She came in and said, boop! And I'm thinking, okay, maybe someone watches Ruby.
I think she does actually. Is this true? Fred, you watch Ruby? I don't because it's a French anime, so therefore, as far as I can see, it's a fake anime. Well, now, says the person who's making a fake anime game. Because I'm Australian, which is like as far from anime as you can get. It's like the like ghetto grunge culture of Australia, like with a like ochre shit, and then it's like you just go to polite land of like elegance, and it's like wow, what a harsh like shift. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I could amuse you both. I should actually. I'm gonna see if I have the Honeybee Manor music. I personally am not a huge fan of this music, but it makes sense. There we go. It's only the old one.
Oh god, the Honeybee Mansion music.
I mean, you're not gonna be able to hear it. I don't know what you're complaining about.
I'm just thinking of the freaking thing from the original Final Fantasy VII having to go in like that. Poor Cloud. Oh god.
I mean, that happens in Remake as well, but he's really beautiful. Holy fuck.
Oh no.
He's so attractive, and it's like, fuck. I mean, this is turning me straight. I can't even say it makes me gay anymore, because I'm... so, yeah. This could turn me straight, and I'm okay with that. Cloud is just cute. Yeah, you know what? This music doesn't actually fit. It needs to be more sinister. Thankfully, we have a great track for this already. It's called the in-game fucking music.
Yeah.
There we go. That's too loud. People in chat, let me know. Del Wolfman, you don't count because you're not listening to because we don't double up. It may not have been obvious, but this is a little brothel for those looking for a more blissful departure from mortality. There's no charge, but the condition is at 100% chance of death. We figured it would allow suicides to at least get something out of life before they go their way. It also attracts premium perverts who'd sooner die than face their lifelong virginity. We're quite opaque about the matter. You don't need to act like this is a big deal. She says after begging me to be subtle. We only have to do that for the less aware of customers. Ooh, wow, so it seems the stray casualty occurs as a circumstance of naivete? Now and then, due to my power-up, I can be responsible. I can't take responsibility for my hungry little handmaidens, though. I'd actually like to watch that play out. Yeah, I bet you would. Next time! I'm not to let these girls get such treatment. They are your cousins, you know. Oh my, quite the adventurous ones, aren't you? I doubt you'd be here for the services Chloe, Kion, and Kira and Asperia offer, though. Me? I'm just along for the ride. You aren't being very subtle, Fayari. Sorry, I'm kind of the self of truth. Being subtle and coy is kind of proving difficult for me. Being truthful and analytical is kind of my thing. That explains far more than I could list in words. So what's your trade then, the sucker fuck? I'm laughing at my own fucking jokes. I have to mute myself now. No, just kidding, but yeah. Wow, mean? I'm the evil futility. What does that even mean? Your guess would be as good as mine. Is there anything else, though? No. Okay, repeat, so. Alright, let's go talk to these hungry little handmaidens, then. The event arises.
I remember when Coco actually tries to pick up Chloe and finds out, oh yeah, total psycho.
Yeah, no,
Why
well, rather that's just Chloe's aura of temptation. She mostly turns it off, but when she's with just her fellow blood maiden, she doesn't, and she turned it off when Chloe entered the room, and it's like, oops. You don't really speak about Kion's. Let's just go speak to Kion. I mean, Kion's cute too. I especially love Phoenix's. Hang on. Sorry, Phoenix. I gotta show your art more. Where are we? Thankfully, thankfully this is one thing I'm very organized about. I just love like this shit here with Kion just poking her tongue out. This is like fucking reasons to die, or reasons to live, depending on your perspective. Yeah, she and Asperia are the only one with tails. But it's fine because they can like dismiss their tails. They also none of them have their wings out because that's really hard to draw and not have like issues. So yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you got Chloe. The expressions are just all fucking golden. But anyway, yeah. You did the ass fine in that picture. It's like, hey, I'm not working, I'm just doing stuff for leisure. This is fine. Welcome, Angels of Hope. Usually I'd ask you if you would like to join me on the bed, but I've been forbidden from bringing anything like that to yours. You're a little below the legal age anyway. Lumi, Coco as well. Why would you need to be 18 to talk to someone on the bed? Oh dear precious naivete. Did you just use a tild? They really don't suit you, Coco. So, Lumi, do you really not have any idea what it is we do here? Nope! I get the feeling we shouldn't tell her. And it's kind of goofy and adorable that she has no clue. No what? Oh wait, is there something more to this place than being a restaurant? Do you know what... I can't believe I'm asking this, but what sex is? Nope, sounds fun. Oh lordy, nope, we are not having this conversation. So all this romanticism of finding a boy, you have only a 30% idea of what they involved? I guess? Now I'm really curious about whatever this mysterious sex is. I mean, maybe it's better you remain innocent. Curious, she seriously has no idea. Well, seems all my judgments regarding your Yahweh were baseless. Yours must be softcore and probably wholesome as fuck. That's actually adorable as hell that you're legitimately this pure. I hope for her sake she never encounters one who would give her no choice. She may seem goofy, but she's a cop. If someone tries to get a lock on her, the only lock they'll find is one on their prison cell. Oh, what? Better arrest me then, officer. But you've done nothing wrong! I didn't know you could laugh like that, so implied here is that Fiori just burst out laughing upon hearing that, 'cause she's listening in like the creep she is. I didn't either. Oh dear. Done nothing wrong and a soul catcher, they don't really mix. Conversation, heck yeah. This cures it. We're leaving the best to last.
Of course.
Seems Chloe really can't resist seeing you guess we get. Seeing as I'm here, I suppose I might as well explain our gimmickry. I'm Kira, maiden of hellfire. My element is fire, like, duh. Chloe, maiden of temptation, is of the element blood. Meanwhile, Kion, maiden of corruption, is affiliated with the element of poison. We also have the Frost Queen inspired to the letter, not out of obligation. Oh, no. Working for her is a pleasure.
Let me guess, the Frost Queen is the element of frost?
Ow. Yes. Huh. Well, that's neat. You're showing an uncanny amount of resolve for someone in such jeopardy.
Can't go facing serious Arctic without our help. Why do you think this would scare her?
How do you even know about that?
It's like her voice is hard to recognize, even through the walls of a treehouse. I was worried by you interfering would probably just get us both in deepest strife.
So it's true. You've chosen to see this architect and lived to tell of it. I must admit I was skeptical to the very notion.
Believe us, it wasn't easy to stomach the courage, but it was that or condemning ourselves to slavery. And I'd rather die than have that happen.
Until we are no more, we will not surrender our freedom. Statements like that are the reasons toads don't suit you. Don't you start.
Well, thanks for the info, Kira. We'll be on our way now.
It's funny because Kira in Japanese means killer. Chloe looks in a mood which could be described as excited, amorous, and inclusive all at once.
Yeah.
Well, we may not be able to have fun with you the oh so scandalous way, but I have devised another idea. Yes, Chloe does this thing.
Don't tell me, you're going to give us a makeover and doing simply girly things.
Pfft, don't be stupid. If it was my intent to bore you to tears, I'd let you in on Asperia's backstory.
Fuck you, Chloe.
Jeez, you can't catch a break, huh? See, she knows. No, I have a better idea. Seeing as you've already talked to both my sisters, come meet us in the room below, and oh, what fun we shall have.
Am I going to be old enough for this ride?
Of course. I've no intent of making Asperia someone displeased. Too late for that, bitch. If everything you counts, then I must be displeasing you all the time. You're my girlfriend. There's some leniency room there. Most of your attempts at being everything are just adorable anyway. Thanks, I guess. Anyway, if you're down, then go, down. Chloe, that sucked. I'm sorry, Miss Frost. Please, nobody. Tempting as it is after all your snide behavior today, I'm not in the mood. Now, I'm not sure if that makes me feel any better.
You're definitely the most adorable one.
This makes Chloe feel a little better. Careful, Miss Coco. Sweet talking won't get you everywhere.
And you're sure about this?
Sadly, but I guess also comfortingly, Chloe cannot say if she's sure.
Precious.
We will at the very least consider your proposal.
Oh yeah, now I can look at a pamphlet of Chloe that doesn't look terrible.
Give me that.
Bean. Okay, ruler of Lost. Yep, that makes sense. Bloodseeker, third of the Grand Archdemons. Yeah, so she's one of the Archdemons. That's why she's like quite a bit stronger than the other two. Yeah, she's power class S. She's not to be fucking messed with. She's as strong as Asperia by this classification. She's not as strong, but there's like a big gap. So she's like lower end. Asperia's high end of S. Honestly, Asperia should probably be double S, but Temptation, Symbol Bloodstar. Blood going, yeah, blah 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 blah. So yeah. Alright, so now I can talk to each of them, I think.
Quite the challenge you three are. Well, Chloe's ready. And when you are also ready, activate the spell so Chloe's someone near the stairwell.
I hope Chloe knows what she's doing. You're quite eager to play Chloe's little game. Well, I suppose there's no helping it now. And then, like, these two place bets. Like they do.
You really are going to play Chloe's game? Good luck. Games with her are usually intense. I wonder what she has in mind. I suppose you just have to go find out. Or be a coward. I wouldn't blame you. No, so you're a vicious trier, but then again, so are you. I wonder what you would do. Being violently afraid of the twisted game, sapping away your soul and absconding before the last drop is drained? Or playing bravely, steadfast in someone succeeding? You were the one telling me to have faith earlier, now you're doubtful? Nah, I'm just giving them ominous chills. Their wide little expressions are so cute. So, are you the soul catcher now? Are you? I wish I could say this had been a reassuring conversation. I hope you're ready for an actual fight. Those two may not be the paragons of Almy and Asperia, but they are ferocious in a fight. Do try not to die. You're kind of important. When did you get so smug? I'm sorry, Kettle. Are you part? I'm actually black, so I guess the answer is yes. I just didn't know you had that in you. You cannot begin to fathom all the things inside me. Lovely phrasing. You don't want to talk, Mrs. Is that a key in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I don't know how you actually know about that, considering when that went down, you were busy being in a separate plane of existence with alternate past me. The version of me that said those words is the one that hadn't made the jump yet. Oh well, that's easy. Hellcat told me. He's going to be a dead cat if he does it again. Tell him that next time you meet him. I mean, it probably never would have happened, but you know me. I'm very persuasive. Why do you care so much about the devilish things I got into in the past anyway? Because I love everything about you and you have so much to share, but won't. So I get your friends to be together for me, at risk of their expense, of course. That's so sweet and yet evil that I'm now too proud of you to be mad about you finding out what details you have. Tell me a story, SV. One of the vicious ones where you get badass and nasty and super evil. That way I won't have to torture your past accomplices into doing so. Much as I would love to award you for blackmailing me, those stories aren't for the ears of our three little rascals listening in. I'm pretty sure Lumi doesn't even know what intercourse even is. He's gonna learn someday, for better or worse. Yes, but not in the form of a scandalous murder story committed by yours truly. I mean, putting aside entirely the fact that your niece is you sick bitch. We're not related by blood, so I don't care. I'm honest to God having trouble telling who of us is the soul catcher and who is the guardian angel. Maybe this time I'll be the sick bitch. Seeing this side of you still very clearly exists, it may work out. Yeah, I don't like to act like this. Blech. Yeah, I don't like to act like this with my mother around. She's so awesome now, and seeing me like this, I don't think she'd like to see it. Understandable. You're talking to the woman who has feared your mother since Ascension. Your bravery with her was always so inspiring to me. At least now I can see Blue on a much more amicable level. She generally despised soul catchers. She often called us desperate sluts. She generally despised basically everything. There was a reason it took her so long to reform from the stalwart program Nurka had made her into. She called me the things she considered most to her daughter a repugnant brat one, so insults for her weren't uncommon. Seeing the change in her has been startling. She's now like a little kid discovering the universe she previously never laid a hand on. So curious about everything. Reminds me of myself when I was young. Suppose the apple doesn't fall far from if you shake the tree hard enough. Never use that saying again or I will punish you. Wait, why does that of all things irritate you? You live with a stuffy tree fucking wood elves and they're into mysterious sayings that relate to nature the vast majority of your growing years, and you see why this is tenuous grounds for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Fiery. What made you happier, your freedom or them perishing? Neither made me happy at all. I was free in a world I had been sheltered from, and was derived of the only people I knew at the time. If Fatty, Spooky, and Gerald hadn't been there for me, I don't know how things would have gone. That sounds like a rougher and rougher time each time you belabor points of the tale. I didn't want to let it show that was draining me so greatly, and when that bastard had killed all of them, I wanted to do something, be that killing him, or get killed. And as I lay in a pool of my own blood, forgotten in a world that never wanted me, it was Spooky who called my name. He gave me the courage to push on. Speaking of him, he's one of the symbols on the list, so you two will be able to catch up sooner or later. That's good to know. I wonder if he still insists on being called the Wizard. I doubt much has changed. He'll be the same silly goof you always knew. That rascal is getting glumped so hard. Oh, Jesus, that is a conversation.
Yeah.
Now I gotta defeat these crazy gnomes. That's fine, because, who doesn't want to be, harassed by 3 girls, am I right? Where's my flowers, Dutch? God, I love those fucking carcasses. This is so... Like, I would hate to be be harassed by girls like that, but fucking hell, they're well-written characters.
Yeah.
So glad you could meet my request. We have heard of your strength, and I have witnessed the prowess of one of you firsthand. Let's see if we get to really know each other.
Chloe, I'm aware they are strong, but what if we go too far?
Well, if they aren't even strong enough to defeat us, then what hope have we that we do better in the future?
They are only human, Chloe. You've heard how Asperia has spoken of the gap in power for mortals and soul catchers, right?
They may be mortal, but if any of you are not even game to engage Zeph in battle, who I may remind you defeated Asperia, then what kind of mortal so do you think we are dealing with that managed to beat not just Jep, but Jep and Pep's angel gene combined? Aye, these girls have defeated Pep's cherubim state. Chloe knows as Chloe saw. Ah, so they are more than they seem then. I knew Sasha told us they were powerful, but I didn't quite believe her. She has a habit of getting overhyped about things. So then, what are we to do? Cast off any doll back? Because if so, I like where this is going. Correct. I said it would be fun for everyone, did I not? And if we end up killing them, well then, I guess they were overhyped.
So, no holding back then? You just seem to know exactly what I want.
First time dealing with an Asperian. I'll do my best not to disappoint. You poor children think you can defeat us. Well, by all means, you are most welcome to try. Chloe's calling dibs on the sassy one with the sash that is also bat wings. There they are. Wow, that's still using Z-Zod. I gotta fix that. Not because Z-Zod is bad, but because it's just artistically inconsistent with the rest of those. Ow! Now I'm burning. Thanks, Kira. I'll make sure Asperia punishes you next. No, I got the poison juice on me. I'm getting corrupted by Kyon. This is not okay. And poor Lumi. Lumi gets the corruption. No. That hasn't supposed to happen for a couple decades yet. Oh shit, have I said too much? No, I'm kidding, I don't think that ever happens. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with Lumi after Fantasia. I mean, I know in Seraphim she's one of the angels, but that means she died somehow. But the fact she went angel route means she doesn't go batshit, so that's a good start.
Yeah, tell that to Fiore.
Yeah, I know, but that's kind of a different case, because Fiore was already up batshit creep when she died. Whereas Lumi's pure even in death, so... Like, Fiore's always been batshit, whereas Lumi's always been very, like, innocent, but also very just fun and cheeky, but not remotely, like her whole motive is justice. It'd be really weird if she became, like, a soul catcher. No, she becomes a guardian angel. My, quite powerful indeed. Now we have each gotten to test the prowess of all three of you. You are indeed strong. It seems Chloe, no Sasha's faith was misplaced at all. Of course, Chloe would not be unworthy of faith. She is Chloe, after all. How could mere humans have such power? I am thoroughly impressed. Here, I've been saving this for if Chloe found someone strong enough to use it. Chloe thinks that now she is without doubt found such strength. There we go, we got the Blood Council medal and the Asperier's plea. Go now, Angels of Hope. You have our blessing and our respect. Thanks, Kira. It's the nicest thing she ever says to us. I think it's the only thing she ever says to us, beyond the first intro. But yeah. Now I can talk to these two and they talk about life. All three in a draw and you won? Fuck! Alright, Fiore, I'll be counting on you to make this fun for me. Come now, would I ever let you down? Oh, speaking of, get down, bitch, on your goddamn knees. Fiore, they haven't left yet. Oh, well, if you were wondering, yes, we place bets, and yes, I bet on you. And I bet my three handmaidens would win. Once Fiore is done with me, I'm going to punish them dearly. Chloe just felt her knees weaken. Asperia Summer is going to bully me. Now that's Maine then? Good to hear. You know, Fiore... I'm only upset about losing the bet because that means now I have to present this loss to Seradath. Oh. You thought I was serious about that? Now keep your secrets about your loyal subjects losing to try mortal teenage girls. I get it, they're strong. Now stop humiliating me, please. Well, how can I say no to an adorable face like that? You guys might want to go if I was in her mood, and she's very patient with this sort of thing. I knew you could do it. I'm glad of such. I may have been betting on it. So, Asperia, you ready to tell the big man downstairs? No. Well, then it's a good thing I made that part of the bet up just to get you into that more submissive, adorable state. Why, you dirty little... I'm incredibly proud of you, but I want to actually be mad. How could this happen? I blame Chloe. Chloe feels like she is in danger. I'm in danger. But I'll punish them later. You have a position of power to capitalize on. Don't disappoint now. You can start by shutting that smart mouth of yours and kneeling before your victor. Notice I'm still in here. Oh, right. Thank you for entertaining them and not completely being a waste of everyone's time, by the way. That was super good of you. Don't be mean, Fiery. One day soon they may surpass you and then you'll be the sad bitch kneeling on the floor. Hey, I said thank you. Followed by a semi-sarcastic insinuation you thought they were a waste of time, thereby completely obliterating the sentiment of courtesy into ashes. You know what? I don't have to agree with that. Well, you'd be wise as not to, considering you're already in a catch-22. Oh my god, Asperia, shut the fuck up! I'm oddly aroused by that forceful tone. Do you have to question everything? Do you? Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna add this one. You are so right, and you're so punished. Oh, it stings. Oh no, the agony. I don't know why I found you sarcastically mocking me cute as hell, but I did. How long do you think you can hold out? Not long. Victory has made me very excited. Yeah, you three best go. This isn't for mortal eyes, especially not the one in your group who has probably never seen this. Aspiring and me, sting getting glee, Fuccing. I think you spelled that wrong. I know, but it's more kid-friendly and also catchy. Valid. We can talk to these as well. I am impressed beyond words. It would seem Asperia's analogy falls flat in the face of whatever you are.
What analogy exactly?
Oh, that a mortal is to a soul catcher what applies to them. No matter how many, none of them will make a dent, and all can be swatted, gassed, or killed in other ways. The soul catcher, meanwhile, would experience only minor irritation. For the most part, it holds up. Mortals, no matter how well trained or disciplined, mortals have no hope against the beings of such power.
You eat humans?
Eat is definitely one way to put it. We extract their soul through various methods, some utterly horrific. She chooses it's best not to elaborate further on that. Why do you get so much power? Because we're designed to be a population dwindling one less army. The inverse is true of Garvana, who are pro-population and protect, inspire, and encourage mortals to keep fighting on. Your auntie, Fiori, is such a being. Truthfully, it's incredible how closely Spare and Fiori get along despite their contradicting values. But that's what makes them so blessed. Yes, the ship is very blessed. Very, very cool. I have never met a mortal I couldn't incinerate in seconds. You truly are a gifted trio. It's just as well too, as you have a big journey ahead of you. I have not the Silent Kira's voice, so I always mix it up, and it's never consistent.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Chloe's ideas are often doubted, but she thinks maybe now she'll get more faith. I hope you had fun. Yeah, I think you can go back here just to explore it. Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bloody chessboard. Also, it's funny when we zoom in, their positions are Asperia is always here because she's the Black Queen, and yeah, and then I think the two of them are bishops and one's like a rook. I think Chloe is usually here as the Black Rook, and of course we are a white pawn, which yeah, it's kind of kind of correct. Because we would be seen as little more than a pawn to these soul catchers. Oh, it's funny. Anyway, symbology and meanings, just even in silly chessboard stuff. Dear oh dear. Anyway, what's Chloe say now? Anything different? Probably not. And yeah, she's yeah, that's how you get the secret from her. Impressive work. Yeah, pretty ones. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, fun. I just wanted to do those scenes again because they're really fun.
Yeah.
Side camera? Wait, hang on. No, sorry, I wasn't watching chat while I was doing that. Yeah, Chloe's... Honestly, they're all pretty funny, but Chloe, Fayari, and Asperia, just dream combo for humor.
Yeah.
Again, it's the power of three. You have Rolly, Tristy, and Pep. Power of three again. Freaking the three Space Monkey Pirates. Power of three. The power of three is just... It's what I excel at. That's like Power 3 Lumila like Coco. Not sure the side camera is supposed to be panned. Wait, what are we talking about? Side camera. Oh. Oh, wait, is my webcam on? No.
Yeah, yeah, I'm watching YouTube and all that.
No, I mean like the webcam is in my face, because I'm pretty sure I have that disconnected. Because I'm pretty sure my... Yeah, I can't see it. I don't know. Oh, that thing on the side, right, okay. So yeah, the reason for that is I haven't updated the stream chat. So if I want to, let me update that real quick so I can actually, so you guys can see your chat in the stream video. My bad. Yeah, I forget to update that because that's a pretty new thing I'm doing. Whoop. Now that should update with nothing apparently. Okay. Why? There it is. It's just loading in. Cozies. Alright. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what she was on about, was the list to the side. Yeah, not sure if the side camera... Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's my bad. That's usually why I put my stream chat, because it basically takes, you see, now you will see it's actually correct, it's got stream chat in there. But because that was for an outage stream URL, it just got that video with the the featured videos to the side instead of the chat window, which is what usually replaces that. So like yeah, because like usually it's usually like what's down here when you don't have stream chat, it's up here. So so that works.
Just blame OBM Studio.
Yeah, I'm not on cam.
Oh, well.
That's intentional. Because I don't have my cam in, because I've still got my Toshiba in, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's where my Neverwinter Nights shit is. I was wondering where that was. Cool, I did keep it. That's relief. Because yeah, before I used RPG Maker, I made something up in Neverwinter Nights. Now, none of that stuff survived because it all got lost in old PC formats and shit. But yeah, this was like one of the silly I just made the silly campaign, you know, to just for a bit of nostalgia. Had an organization 13 member, or as close as I could get. And this one, it just has like tentacles coming out of her back. Alternate timeline Zayla, anybody? And she was funny. She's like, "Oh, look at me! I can be more than one place at once. Omnipresence is cool like that." Anyway, go kill a bunch of the things, and then speak with Dude No Longer at the dock. Yeah, Dude No Longer was actually a person you spoke to. It was just me fighting a gushy thing. Man, this was so whimsical. And the boss was Waterworks, which I just killed. What's some of the maps? I killed a chalk minion. Yes, here's Relinquished, well, the character with the tentacles coming out of her back.
Yes, I do have to change. We are fighting a Don Dracula here.
What's the fun? What's the excitement? What's the pretty pictures? This game is stupid. It's Dude No More. I was a dude, but now I'm a tin can sort of guy thing. Who are you? My name is of no importance. Are you asking for an abandoned threat? Just go face the matter of stinted development. No key item, no vote right. Get me, fucker? You drive a hard bug. So fucking random.
Shoot. I don't waste my time with unnecessary dialogue-y stuff.
Yes, they were actually the joke here is that we're actually playing D&D. You can see like we got a board and like the rule books and stuff. D&D in my D&D campaign. Yeah, okay. Got my twin size. That was the boat.
We just never seem to be able to get away from each other, do we, my forsaken butt friend pal dude guy? Shut up.
God.
Nah, tell you what, Sugar Cake, since you seem so intent on being bored, why don't you go into the den of duper nerds and retrieve the D&D game manual? How's that going to be of any use?
Let's see if I have one for the D&D manual. Yo Moolah. 314 of it, of course there is. I can't remember what those other things were. God, what a weird campaign. Just Relinquish was entertaining. It'll be a way for us to entertain. Okay, so this is a follow up to the log. It'll be a way for us to entertain ourselves showing our voice to the badass kingdom. Like that kingdom, like that's cool and stuff. That one, yeah. Alright, fine. Entertainment is entertainment, I guess. And that's how we end up playing D&D. And there's the super duper nerd. And there's my initiative roll. This little map, this library. He is a weird looking dude. Oh yeah, here's the chalk brutes. It eats chalk and smells weird. He is different and therefore must be purged. Oh god. The term, Nelson, is duplicitous. That's the super duper nerd. And he had some mechanics as well. God, what a wild ride this was. And you loot him and you get the D&D menu, which is this thing with the golden heart in the front for some reason. Yeah, there he is. That was wild. Yeah, that was just me in combat. And this were these chalk minions, I believe. Yeah, they cast spells. And, yeah, they cast Magic Missile. Thankfully, I dodged most of them, because my initiative was pretty high. This was one of the robes. And this guy's like, "Roar!" Roar! They can't, like, so, like, when you approach them, I have a script that randomly just has this dialogue play. So occasionally you just see this raw gack. Raw. He was like tentacles, so yeah. That was a big powerful robe you got. You really overpowered character, just yeah, it was just a silly derpy game. Oh god, that was yeah. You having a giggle there, mate? What the fuck was
Yep,
that
yep.
from? Oh yeah, that's what I was just yeah. Oh god. Okay, went back to the beginning. So yeah, that was some of the stupid stuff I did. Do I have? I mean, I guess
Aw,
we'll have to. What's up?
Phoenix is getting tired.
Yeah, that's alright. I actually should stop about now anyway.
Alright.
Yeah, because
Oh,
we've been going for a good what, 3 hours, 2 hours? It's been a bit. So yeah, it's been a hot minute.
yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. You go sleep, Phoenix. Well, I'm ending this off now. Because I'm basically just wasting time at this point. I'm just flexing my dumb old stuff. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Good to have you along, Dorfman, and Rise Demos too. Too bad he's not here anymore, but yeah. And see you later.